summer ritual, and there's no better time than Memorial Day weekend. Whether it's burgers, veggies, or some chicken drumsticks, Kingsford Original gives you that authentic wood-fired barbecue flavor that means summer is finally here.
So good.
Delicious.
Kingsford Original Charcoal, America's grilling expert. Kingsford.com.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just 1 dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, Navage.
Hi, I'm Chef Justin Timoneri, Florida's culinary ambassador. If you've enjoyed preparing fresh from Florida recipes, then you're going to love the Fresh from Florida Club. As a member, you'll be able to search and save delicious recipes, create custom menus, and ask me your cooking questions. Each month, you'll also get a list of what's in season, so you can make your family the freshest meals possible. It's free and easy to sign up. And best of all, you'll be supporting Florida's farmers, ranchers, and fishermen. Join the club at freshfromflorida.com today.
This Military Appreciation Month, Navy Federal Credit Union wants to celebrate our members who go above and beyond every single day. That's why we thought you might want to hear some special thank you messages from your friends and family.
I want to give a shout out to my brother AZ1 Archie Castillo.
Hi, I want to give a shout out to my friend Colin, who's currently serving in the Army. Thanks for all you do. Happy Military Appreciation Month.
And from all of us here, Happy Military Appreciation Month. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA.
Think orange for your next vehicle. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Find out at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GREEN. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers.
The News Junkie is on.
The 3 best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day.
The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Thursday, May 16th, 2024.
4. Lots to get to today. From Tom Brady regrets the roast to a famous magician is in big trouble. And are we headed back to the Washington Redskins? Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, Celie.
What's happening?
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. As always, just send us a dispatch at thenewsjunkie.com, and you can join us while we talk about everything happening in the world. What am I doing right now?
I don't know.
You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Thursday?
Good.
Got one word off script. I don't know what it was. One of the words dropped, and then I'm like, yeah.
We are machines, and
join
you are
us
now revealing to everybody.
Yeah, join us as we're going through the stories.
Talking about the world.
Sorry about that. Everybody, do join us, though. We like those dispatches, and we appreciate you. You guys good today?
Yes.
All right, that's good. Wow, same time.
Yeah.
I feel powerful, actually.
Mm-hmm. That's how good we are.
Yeah.
Are you good?
I don't know why you're good. You got a real odd situation going on at HQ right now.
What happened?
They brought all the corn in the world for you.
There's a huge tub of corn.
Why?
Just for the picking, roasted corn, because there's a corn festival coming up that somebody was promoting.
Can I tell you the last thing in this heat I would want to do is eat corn, but I'm so excited for this particular corn festival because I'm now registering what I'm doing right now.
One of the problems is it's just dry. They didn't bring any butter for any of the corn.
Where's the butter?
As a matter of fact, I have some in my work bag. Would you guys like?
There's a wheelbarrow full of dry ass corn.
I'm sure it's not like completely dry, but some butter and salt would be.
We're also. I rode the elevator with Ice Cream Man. We are getting a bunch of ice cream here at work as well. So
what a day!
Let's mix both of them and have a party.
How do you know he's the Ice Cream Man? Does he keep a little player in his pocket that plays the ice cream song?
No, it was the box that said Bluebell that he was carrying. But,
that'll do it.
You know, I was going to suggest to him that he had a little speaker that played the ice cream truck song.
Or the Bluebell song. That one's catchy, too.
Sing it.
Whoa. They have a song?
Yeah.
Go for it. One and a two. And
Bluebell homemade ice cream is the ice cream on the cake. It's the tip of the top of the cream of the crop. Like having your own ice cream shop.
Wait.
Bluebell homemade ice cream. Something.
I thought you were making this up.
Bluebell is better by a country mile. Yeah.
Wow, C-Lane.
Congratulations, sir. You did it. You did it today. They said it couldn't be
There's
done.
There's a bunch of people listening going, that's right. He's right.
We didn't get those commercials, Sean. It was this is a generic ice cream that you got much cheaper, and it kind of tastes like water and nice.
I don't think Winn-Dixie ice cream had a song. You know what I mean? It's like you just come get the ice cream, and that's it. The transaction ends.
The plastic cups, and they came with the wood spoon that wasn't really a spoon, but just like a weirdly shaped stick, and that was the ice cream.
Or we got those ice pops that were literally just like the plastic tubes with the colored drink in there, and you freeze it. That was what we got during the summer.
Those have gotten a resurgence because, because adults figured out you could cut them open and then add booze to them.
Oh yeah.
And then you take your hair straightener and seal it shut and refreeze it.
When you're an adult, you just take all the things you did as a kid and add alcohol.
Yeah.
That's it. It's as simple as that.
Let's go, baby.
All right, let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to New York City.
New York City.
And we get on a bus because there's a man in a hammock. I don't know if you've seen this, but...
I have.
It's a good time.
It is impressive.
This man set up his hammock on the bus in New York City and refused to take it down. He said, no, I'm here, and I'm not going anywhere. Here he goes.
I would like to see the sign that says no hammocks. We've got a whole... Where's the no hammock sign? We got a whole sign.
Hold on. That's a great question. Where's the no hammock sign?
He says, I don't see any. I see signs about not eating on the bus. I see signs about not fighting on the bus. Not a single no hammock sign in sight, says this gentleman. And
he's right.
And he's in there. Not only is he in the hammock that's across the aisle of the bus, but he's all rolled up tight in there.
And continues to spin, like cocoon himself.
Yeah, he's going to make himself like impenetrable. He's going to lock himself in there so much that you're not able to get him out. So let's go back to the bus. Here we go.
I would like to see the sign that says no hammocks. We've got a whole. Where's the no hammock sign?
Where's the no hammock sign?
I can't see you. You can't see me. You don't come out of that. I'm not here.
I'm not here.
Oh my God. No.
Oh my God. He's twisting himself around.
Well, oh my God.
Why are they saying, oh my God, like he's shanking people?
Oh my God.
Oh my, what is next? Another spin?
It sounds like the lady thinks he's hurting himself.
Yeah, maybe, but he's not. He's just in a hammock.
He's just
My
twisting
God.
around in the hammock, right?
This is, Sean, I don't think that you've been to like a, sleepover festival.
Mm-hmm. No.
Like
Music
it's,
festival. That's
camping,
no.
But this is very on par. Except
you would
that
see this there?
Not on buses, but several layers of people in hammocks like that, completely wrapped up with just their heads sticking out on trees. And it's just like 15 of them, and they're there forever.
I'm
Or
not
at least
going to
for
lie.
3 to 4 days.
He looks comfortable, does he not?
Yeah, let him go, man.
He's just chilling in this thing. This bus driver is like, it's safety. We can't do it. And Abraham Dragonfred said, you can't see me. I can't see you, which is what the guy said before he started spinning once again.
How are you going to get out?
Spinning around.
I'm like an anaconda.
He said,
I'm like an anaconda?
I'm like an anaconda. As he spins around, I'll put this up on See It Now in just a moment here.
Oh my God.
You're gonna give yourself a concussion. You can't have a hammock in here, dude.
Come on, just drive the bus. There's no place to go.
I don't think we can. Can you get down so we can get where we're going? Please?
Why?
Please?
I'm staying in the hammock. I'm not moving this bus. You know what? There's AC in here.
Dude, get down.
I'm not getting down.
He said there's AC in here. I got snacks. I'm not getting down.
Well, actually, he finally emerges, and he has, like, beautiful human wings out of nowhere. He just needed an hour and then a couple stops.
All right, I'm putting this up on the See It Now section of the newsjunkie.com. So if you want to take a peek at that, since it's a visual, we'll have it up there for you. But that's a time right there. I've never been in one of those hammocks. Have you guys been in one of those like that?
I don't think they're rated for me.
No.
Were you guys not there for was it the Hopetown trip that you weren't there for? I brought one of them. I brought a hammock just like that, and I hung it up. I read the directions, found the pole/tree to tie it to, and the moment I laid my body into it, it fell.
Oh,
all
no.
5 feet to the ground. I go, you know what? We're done with that.
Oh,
Go
yes. I
back
feel
to
like
the
that.
lounge chair.
That would be my outcome, too, I think. That would be an issue that I'd be facing. But that looks fun for him, man.
Some of the people that do it at the music festivals, they get high up in the trees.
Really? That seems so dangerous. But I guess they know what they're doing. I guess they're
better than I do.
They got it under control.
I also think they get pretty high up in the trees.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's what would freak me out.
Well, that seems like an extraordinarily bad idea. If you're like on acid and in one of those cocoons like that up in the trees.
It's a different breed of person. They can do acid and do anything, fly a plane, because they're just like, I'm one with the earth now, man. It's fine.
Oh, God, I like that guy. It's up now, so check it out. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com, click See It Now, and you can head on over to the visual there. Then update on the story that started the show yesterday at this Whole Foods where this woman was just trying to do a little shopping, and a stranger, number 3 on her.
Do we have the video?
No. I don't know, actually. Hold on. Let me see if there's a report with this, because they found the dude. They arrested the guy.
Did.
Yeah, they found the guy who was responsible for this, which, as I don't know if it was you, Sabrina, or you, Sealand, but one of you mentioned as we were talking about this, it's a Whole Foods. It's not like there's not going to be a lot of camera footage of this. Like, they're obviously going to have video of him going into the store, video of him going through all the aisles, videos of him doing what he did to this woman. Like, they're going to be able to track this guy down, and they did. You know what? We'll save the update on this for when we come back so we can see what's going on. And if they show any of the security footage.
I don't know. I mean, they showed so much, or like the lady said so much in the news interview.
It was very
that I
descriptive.
Would not be surprised that they show some sort of blurred image.
Oh, God. Fair point from Crazy Drunk Cat Lady. She says they have DNA evidence. Do you think? Do you think they kept whatever was on her and then they could do a test?
Absolutely.
What if I was her? I would get it off of me as fast as I could. I wouldn't be like, I'm going to stand here perfectly still while the cops arrive to swab me for this guy's gunk on my back. I don't want anything to do with this. We'll see what we learn. And I've got the report all ready to go for when we come back. Also, we got to talk about Tom Brady is regretting the roast that he did. Because, because he's Tom Brady. He's a goddamn crybaby about everything.
Whoa.
And now he's upset about the roast for the dumbest of reasons. So we'll get into that as well. We got a lot on deck today for a busy Thursday, and it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
You're listening to Real Radio 104.1. Online at realradio.fm. On your phone with the free iHeartRadio app. And on hundreds of devices like Alexa, Google Home, Xbox, and Sonos. We are an iHeartRadio station.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
There's multiple lanes still blocked due to that accident on Americana Boulevard eastbound between John Young Parkway and Texas Avenue. Slowdowns on the Beach Line eastbound between Florida's Turnpike and Sand Lake Road. Congestion on Colonial Drive by the interstate, and you could expect your regular delays on I-4 before Champions Gate and between Osceola Parkway and State Road 535. If you see any other traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Batteries Plus. Power on this spring and summer with Batteries Plus. In stores and online too, you'll find batteries for your car, RV, boat, motorcycle, ATV, golf cart, and more. Life's waiting. Power on with Batteries Plus. Visit one of over 700 locations today.
It's back, baby! The 33rd Orlando International Fringe Theater Festival is taking place May 14th to the 27th. This is the longest-running theater festival in the country and will feature over 150 shows over the 2 weeks of the festival, including many family-friendly shows. There will also be free outdoor entertainment, including The Angel Rivera, a.k.a. DJ Angel LaBoom from The Monsters in the Morning, on Friday, May 24th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the outdoor stage. Angel will play music for the outdoor crowd when he presents What the Hell is Angel Listening To? Live. For more details on the Orlando Fringe, including all show schedules and buttons for the festival and tickets for individual shows, go to orlandofringe.org.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
You can host the best backyard barbecue when you find a professional on Angie to make your backyard the best around. Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Inside to outside, repairs to renovations. Get started on the Angie app or visit Angie.com today. You can do this when you Angie that.
We used to argue about whose turn it was to clean the gutters, but then I had Leaf Filter gutter protection installed.
Wait, I told you Leaf Filter had free inspections and estimates and a lifetime guarantee.
Meaning we never have to argue about whose turn it is to clean the gutters again.
But I visited leaffilter.com/beacon first.
No, I did.
It doesn't matter who. Visit leaffilter.com/beacon to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off today.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorneys.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, "Navage is the best thing I bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing." Or this one, "I use Navage every night, could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats, and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better." Unquote. Those are 2 of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Do you think a tiny chip in your windshield is nothing to worry about? I'm Pascal with SafeLight. Sooner or later, every chip will crack. So don't wait. Schedule at safelight.com. We can come to you for free and repair that chip fast. And with most insurance, a chip repair is no cost to you. Don't let that tiny chip crack your whole windshield. Go to safelight.com for free mobile service. Conditions may apply.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office, Orlando.
Kick off your summer with iHeart 80s. Rewind to a decade in music that defined a generation. From Madonna to Michael and more. iHeart 80s goes commercial-free all Memorial Day weekend and every weekend. Open the free iHeart app, search iHeart 80s, and start listening now. iHeart Radio. Free never sounded so good.
It's Gatorpalooza, May 18th and 19th.
Only at Gatorland.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GREEN. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
The most viral newsroom on the planet is still humming along. This is
You. We want to hear your voice, so come send us a dispatch. Go to newsjunkie.com to record yours right now. I'm going to say something. I know this is going to be unpopular, but I'm going to say it anyways because I'm tired of the nonsense, okay?
All
And
right.
I will get into the Tom Brady story. We'll get into the woman who was attacked in Whole Foods and that insane story in just a moment. But I got to get this out of the way first because I'm tired of your nonsense, all right? I saw on chat during the break, Original Super Dave says, Sean, stop biting your nails. That's disgusting, or something to that extent. We need to normalize biting your fingernails, okay? We need to normalize biting your fingernails to keep your fingernails nice and kept.
Why, because you like doing it?
No, because it's a totally normal thing to do. What do you think cavemen did? They gnawed on their fingernails. They got in
No,
there.
I'm pretty sure they scratched their walls. Made
They
of
scratch
rock.
their wall. It's rock wall scratching.
Right,
They
like a
put them
cat.
in their mouth and they chewed their fingernails to
You
try
know.
to get these things.
I realize what you're trying to do here, and instead of normalizing biting your fingernails, because there is some science behind how it's really bad for you, how about normalize minding your own damn business?
Well, people are never going to do
Why
that.
are they watching you? I mean,
Because the camera's on me during the break.
So do something else. All
Yeah,
right?
I'm in here and I'm going to do what I
He's
do.
in his own
I
damn
don't-
home. Let him do whatever he wants.
I try not to pick my nose. All right. I try not to do that on the stream when you're watching the
Yep,
show.
so-
And you could do that, by the way, over at thenewsjunkie.com/live.
Pick your nose.
But biting your fingernails, no, not a bad habit, not gross. None of you. I don't eat them. You guys know this, right? Like I don't
No, he
eat
puts
the
them in his cup
fingernails.
holder in the car.
I do that when I'm driving, yes, and then I'll clean them out. Or I'll put it in my pocket or whatever. But this is a totally normal thing.
I put them
you
in a
gotta
little.
keep your nails nice.
I put them in a little pile on my side table next to my charger.
What's wrong with you guys?
Like
That's
sunflower
so
seeds?
gross.
Yes.
It's not gross.
Yes, it is.
It's
No,
kind of
it's
gross.
not. It's
I do it.
fingernails.
It's gross, but it's not good for you. It's bad for your teeth.
I don't think it's gross.
It's bad
How
for
is
your
it
teeth, you
bad
know
for
how
your
many-
teeth?
You can chip your tooth.
I'm not gonna chip. If
hard are
I
your
chip
nails,
my
Elaine?
if I chip my tooth on my fingernails, I got a problem. All I do,
What's
for the
problem?
record,
I'm
before we
pretty
put
sure I have a
this-
chipped tooth. It's from.
Okay.
from your fingernails.
Yes.
I don't
What?
know about that, but
How strong are your fingernails that they're breaking off teeth? Or are your teeth
you
weak?
can
One of
cut
the two of
diamonds
those.
with those things.
All I do, just for the record, is you bite the corner and then you can peel it off so it's
Right.
nice.
You don't
and
have
straight.
to mansplain biting your fingernails to
I'm not
people.
mansplaining it. I'm explaining it to the people who don't seem to understand this is totally normal. And David
It's
Scott
normal.
on YouTube,
It's-
there's no
you
poop
stim.
under my nails.
That's
I
your
don't have poop.
stimming. Yeah, no, you don't have poop, but there is bacteria. The thing with biting your nails, though, is that if you go in too hard, you can break the skin, right?
Yeah, sure.
You've obviously have done that.
I don't
and
think
now
so.
you've never nicked
I don't-
it, or it's been
Do you wait?
certain-
Do you mean this? Do you mean like when you're pulling the fingernail off, it pulls a little bit too much into like the corner or whatever?
Yes.
and it can become
that, yes.
infected.
I have one of
Yeah.
those right now.
And then, I just think that if you want to wash your hands before you go to biting, but the biting of your nails, you don't realize you're doing it. It's just like it is a
No,
habit.
on the contrary, I know exactly what I'm doing when
You're
I'm doing
stimming,
it.
man.
No, I'm not. I'm looking at my fingernails saying, that fingernail is too long and I need to trim it up. And I bite it really quick. I peel it off. I put it in my
Why don't you
pocket.
Use a clipper.
I don't have clippers in the studio. I don't have
That's
clippers
what I'm getting
here.
for your birthday.
I do. I have
Studio
clippers.
nail kit.
No, I have like a whole nail kit, like, a whole thing. I use it every once in a while, but it's totally normal for me to do. So let's put that to bed. All right. Dispatches,
Leave
go to
it alone.
thenewsjunkie.com and leave yours over there. Let's get to this woman, this poor woman who was just trying to shop at a Whole Foods. And a gentleman, she called him a gentleman many, many times. I wouldn't call him that.
No.
He
Pervert.
sneaks up behind her as she's shopping and, all over her back. And she's like, what was that? And she realizes what's happening. She did an interview and everything afterwards, giving the details about this. It called the guy a gentleman over and over and over, but stood up for herself. And they had obviously a lot of footage of this guy.
Very inspiring comeback story.
There was lots of footage of this guy, and they were able to track him down and find out who he was. Now, I don't know if they're going to show any of the footage for those of you watching at thenewsjunkie.com/live, but I definitely want some more details. So let's see what we get.
With that disturbing story in Chambly, and we do want to warn viewers, the details
Wait, is this the
may be
original one?
considered graphic. Good evening, I'm Russ
They
Spence.
didn't warn
Courtney
us.
Bryant, Chambly
yesterday.
police say a man is accused of performing a sex
Yeah,
act.
this is the original video that we played yesterday. I think maybe the article is just opened up here or updated. This says Chambly police have made an arrest in a disturbing case that unraveled at a Whole Foods. A woman said a stranger, on her. I see this gentleman walking down the aisle who's pretending to be shopping, and he's holding a basket. He looked kind of like a normal gentleman, late 20s, early 30s. Nothing like extra suspicious about him, she said. She's a plastic surgeon named Dr. Sabine
that's who it
Lavelle.
was?
That's the lady. No, that's the lady who did it, was a plastic surgeon. This is the guy.
Oh, you're showing, yeah.
Troy Caliste is the guy's name. And it says, surveillance video showed the woman chasing him out of the store. And she said she wanted to draw as much attention as possible to the suspect in the situation so that there would be plenty of witnesses, which is genius. This is exactly what you're supposed to do. I have seen a lot of stories, unfortunately, where people don't do this. And I'm not trying to mansplain twice in one segment here, or just explain.
So you admit the first one was mansplaining?
No, it wasn't mansplaining at all. It's ridiculous.
Kind of what you did.
Yeah, well, at all. But so when I see stories like this, I go, good for her. This woman did exactly what she was supposed to do. If you're on a train, if you're in some situation where somebody like exposes themselves to you or is being creepy to you or uncomfortable to you, you have to draw attention to what's going on so that other people can see and then the person will react. And there's nothing they're more afraid of than everybody pulling out their phones or simply just like noticing what's going on with this guy. And that's how you do this. But there's a push inside of all of us, which is very hard to pass up, which is like you're ashamed by it, you know? Like you feel like you're doing something. You're not doing anything. It's the other person that's being a weirdo.
There's that. There's the shock of it all in the moment.
Yeah,
There's always those times where it's like it's happening and your natural reaction could be just like get away from the situation, your flight mode. And then you spend the rest of the day like, this is what I should have done. Oh, my gosh, this is what I would have said. And
I think that's totally fine. That's a totally normal reaction. It is. But, like, this is better. This is better because they got him. And everybody noticed what was going on when they saw this guy hauling ass with a woman chasing behind him. So they got him. He's arrested. Troy Caliste is his name. He'll be booked at the DeKalb County Jail and probably won't be doing that again. At least one would hope. We're going to go to
You never know, man. Some people, he does his time, gets out, and then figures out how to do it better.
They were able to find him because of DNA evidence, right?
It didn't say. No, I think they just had all the camera footage of him because they got him running out.
I think they probably tracked down his vehicle.
Doing it.
Yeah, they might have. Yeah, they might have some parking lot cameras where they could see his license plate or something, and then you get a real good lead on the guy.
Why can't it be his first time doing it?
It just seems so...
I don't disagree. When you have somebody doing a crime like this, usually they edge their way up. So usually somebody who's done something like this, much like a serial killer is often found to have abused animals and done other things in the run up to it.
Right.
I think when you find somebody who's turned on by these things,
there's always the first kill.
Yeah, but the first kill wouldn't be so public. You don't go from zero to doing it at a Whole Foods. You go like General in your car. Store. There's various different ways you could go, but this is not the one. We're going to go to your dispatches in just a moment. I see the bad takes rolling in real time from the newsjunkie.com, so we'll play your voices in a second here.
Bad takes about what?
About different things. But
about biting your nails?
No, it's not, you'll see. You'll see momentarily. I had a dream about you last night.
Oh, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah. And
is this a segue from the last story?
No, it's
Somehow
not related.
Speaking of ejaculate, I had a dream about Sea Lane last night.
No, it wasn't about that at all. It wasn't about that at all. I had a dream about Sea Lane last night. Sabrina was on a trip or sick or something, and you weren't there. Sea Lane and I were doing a remote together.
Okay.
Which has happened.
That
not
I wasn't
much
there
though.
for?
Yeah. Maybe one
Which
time.
Science Center one time.
Yeah,
right.
One time.
So that day?
Like a rare occurrence, and it's just Sea Lane and I, and we're doing this remote, and there's some like technical difficulties, and as we're doing it, Sea Lane says, "I'm gonna get that MFer," and he says it loud into the microphone, and he says the whole thing. No dump button, and he's looking around and he's feverishly trying to. He doesn't have any screen up. He can't dump it. And he's looking at me.
God.
And I look back and I catch Sea Lane's eyes in this moment where he's just terrorized, he's panicked, and I started laughing as hard as I possibly could.
Whoa, okay, so that's a twist. I've had this nightmare before where, there is cursing, I can't find the dump button, Jack is, in the studio already threatening to fire me. There is never, the fact that was your dream and you're laughing at him.
I thought it was
says
the funniest.
a lot.
I thought it was the funniest. And Sea Lane's like, "What are you doing? My career is over." And I was just like, him running around trying to figure out a way you could dump without the dump button. And I laughed and then I felt bad, and then I thought it was funny again.
You did not feel bad.
This
you were
was
just laughing
Dream
the
Me.
whole time.
Dream Me would never.
Dream You is your subconscious.
Did you feel bad for laughing when you woke up and remembered the dream?
No, but I felt bad
he wrote
in
it
the
down
dream.
on his list.
No, I thought about it right when I woke up because I was like, that was weird. I laughed and laughed at Sea Lane for saying MFer on the radio, which I knew was going to get us in some real trouble with the FCC. And Then I stopped laughing because he was very upset. It looked like he was going to cry. And then I tried to like console him, but then I thought that was funny too. And then I started laughing at that.
Wow.
And then I got mad at myself in the dream, and I was like, gotta pull it together. And it was like,
I wonder where I was on this trip.
I don't know. But if you were listening, you would have been reaching for the dump button too, because he just, with full force, said MFer into the microphone.
Thanks, Elaine.
And I just, wow, just
Ballsy.
yanked my head back. All right, bad takes are rolling in real time. Let's see what you have to say. Here is a Synth Solution talking about nails. All right.
Hey, guys, how's it going? I'm just going to go ahead and interject my 2 cents.
All right.
If you want to know how wrong Sean is about biting your nails, just remember this is the same guy who refuses to go to the doctor unless there's something seriously wrong with him. And it's probably caused by biting his nails.
No, that's not anything here. I'm doing fine. My latest blood test, I just went to a doctor. My latest blood test was pretty good. Overall pretty good, which I was happy about. I got more work to do, but I'm better than I was about that. I promise you on that, being honest with you. Let us know what you think. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch right now. When we return, we'll get to whiny Tom Brady. He's very upset. He should have never done this roast. Oh, my God. What's he talking about? We'll talk about that. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Later today on the Jim Colbert Show, we'll get your weekend plans in order with Date Night Done Right with our friend Danny Meyering. Then a special Thursday edition of Primetime Kitchen with Fayez Carr to see where you might want to eat. We'll also have your chance to win tickets to see Sammy Hagar, plus 4 shots to win $1,000.
The Jim Colbert Show, today at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Thursday forecast for Central Florida. And for today, we're expecting a much calmer, quieter, and hotter day across Central Florida. Plan for an afternoon high in Orlando of 92 degrees. We'll continue to heat up with the help of sunshine, but for this weekend, we'll be dodging some hit-and-miss showers and storms for Saturday, along with afternoon highs in the mid-90s. By Sunday, better storm chances arrive. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Folks, listen up. This is important. If you are a homeowner, you need to know the name of one company when it comes to your AC. Mills Air. Leon Mills started this company over 30 years ago, and every year they get a little bit better about helping people just like you out by being fair, having the best techs around, and really just overall doing business the way it's supposed to be done. You miss that, and this is the company that has always been doing this over at Mills Air. They are going to bring their experience to you with these techs that will look at your AC no matter what brand it is, no matter how complex your setup is. They'll look it up and down with a preventative maintenance appointment, and they'll tell you what's going on. Are you in good shape, or is there a breakdown on the way? You can spot those breakdowns before they happen with Mills Air. Give them a call, 407-277-1159, or you can find them online at millsair.com.
Did you know that your largest investment asset might not be your retirement account or home? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. Most people don't realize that their life insurance policy is actually an asset they can sell. But for almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. We've even created a free policy value calculator at abacuspays.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy is as important as knowing the value of your home, your equity portfolio, or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information you need to understand the current market value for your life insurance, and then get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Visit abacuspays.com to learn more and use our free policy value calculator today.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now save 50% on the Sleep Number Limited Edition Smart Bed. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
We used to argue about whose turn it was to clean the gutters, but then I had leaf filter gutter protection installed.
Wait, I told you Leaf Filter had free inspections and estimates and a lifetime guarantee.
Meaning we never have to argue about whose turn it is to clean the gutters again.
But I visited leaffilter.com/beacon first.
No, I did.
It doesn't matter who. Visit leaffilter.com/beacon to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off today.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's starting with the woots. And now a speech.
I just want to say that friendship is about heart and brain. Who's with me?
Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
And my brain is saying, when it's time to go home, somebody call me a ride.
Love that guy.
Me too.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Discover a career that matters at the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. Be part of an innovative team delivering world-class health care and benefits to America's veterans. Enjoy robust benefits, work-life balance, and career development opportunities. Join a diverse and inclusive community that values your unique background and skills. A community where nearly 1 in 3 of your colleagues are veterans themselves. Apply now at vacareers.va.gov.
Are you bogged down with constant sneezing, watery eyes, and congestion? Do you get sinus headaches and infections? No one should have to suffer season after season. And thanks to Aspire Allergy and Sinus, treating your allergies is easier than you think. With personalized treatment plans tailored to your needs and budget, you can say goodbye to allergy and sinus issues for good. Book your appointment today at aspireallergy.com. Aspire Allergy and Sinus, where relief is just around the corner. aspireallergy.com.
Kick off your summer with iHeart80s. iHeart80s goes commercial-free all Memorial Day weekend and every weekend. Open the app, search iHeart80s, and start listening now. Free never sounded so good.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? ROLAIDS.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
ROLAIDS.
Fourth cup of coffee?
Still ROLAIDS.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Need to hire? You need Indeed. Their all-in-one platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. And Indeed's interview tool lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from their website. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Story time with the 3 best friends you never knew you had.
Of annoying, just truly to his core, like the weirdest guy. And then if you point out that the guy's weird, then it's like, wait a second. And he's regretting this roast that he did, which is, in my estimation, one of the smartest things he's done in a while.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was fun.
How much does he really regret it?
No.
I mean, he's saying now that it's like had a real big impact on my kids, and I regret the jokes that were aimed at them. And I watched the roast. There were not many jokes at all that were talking about his kids.
No, because he said that the kids were off limits.
Yeah, and that's fair. And I totally fair for him to say that.
I think my whole, had I been up there for the roast, the entire set would have been about the kids.
Yeah,
Without a
probably. It would be
doubt.
so tempting. But here's the thing.
I wondered about that. So, I mean, usually with the roast, they were pre-taped. And so if there was something that somebody put in there anyway that was off limits, they could just edit it out. But this one was live.
Yeah, but I think there's a level of respect at an event like this, even though you're making fun of somebody. I think people do kind of follow the rules.
Yeah, but what if they had some sort of thing in place where, like, if you like purposefully break this rule in such a way, you can either not get paid or owe money. Like maybe there would be some sort of
penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could do it. But here's what I think happened. Here's my guess. It's speculation time, friends. I don't have any evidence of this. I could be wrong. Here's my guess. I think Tom Brady went to this roast. I think he had a good time, and he was like, look, I'm with all the cool kids, and they really like me, and I got roasted, and a whole bunch of people watched live on Netflix. Awesome, high five. And then I think when he went home, he got a call from his former wife, the not-too-funny Giselle, and I think that she was like...
Still crying from being pulled over.
She's saying, you know what you did to the kids? They were so hurt by these jokes about me. You know, the jokes about their mom on Netflix in front of the world. And these hurt me. And then it hurts the kids. That's got to be what happened here. It's got to be something like that, because I don't remember a single joke at the expense of the kids. I do remember multiple jabs at the expense of Giselle. They definitely made fun of her, like going with the new guy, the karate instructor or whatever.
Yeah, but they were more making fun of Tom or his wife going with a new guy.
Right. They weren't. But
I think
for
they're still
some
trying
people,
to get press for this event.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, this is not the first time that Tom Brady's been made fun of. I mean, I just watched Ted 2 not too long ago.
Yeah.
And then, like, main plot, spoiler alert, was them trying to gather his number 3 so that they could make a baby. And he was in the movie, and that would embarrass their children, if you ask me. A teddy bear and Mark Wahlberg are trying to I am using all the words in my head that I can't use out loud.
Well, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I would argue even just the video of him kissing his kid is going to be way more detrimental when his kid's going through school than any of the stuff that you heard at this roast. But C-Lane's right. Even though they talked about the ex, it wasn't at her expense. It was at his expense. So afterwards saying, like, this can make me a better father. I've got to do this. I've got to do that.
No, he's saying that specifically it hurt his kid's feelings. But, and it's going to make him a better father. Here's the first step in being a better father, if that's the case. Don't let your kids watch the roast of Tom Brady.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm trying to think about this and be fair. It's tough to be fair on this. Imagine for a second. Let's all use a little magic here, all right? I'll use a little bit of magic on us, and we'll try to put ourselves in this position here, okay? All right. Our dads are the subject of a Netflix roast, live roast.
Good luck, B-Lane. You're
screwed. Up there. You know, all the dads are up there, and they're the subject of this roast. There's a very good chance that all of us are watching this, right? Like, we're not going to not watch that.
Sure.
Even if we don't watch it live, I think if you were that close to it, like the kids would watch the roast of dad. I think they would watch it at some point, even if they didn't admit to it or like do it in front of their parents. You're just going to watch that. But I don't think if I was one of his children, I would have watched that and said, like, you know, this is coming down as an embarrassment on me. I think I would think it was fun. I'd be like, look at my dad on stage. All these people are hanging out with him and making fun of him, and it's fun. And
how old
everybody's
are his
laughing.
Children?
14 and 11. So
they're also, I mean, there has to
14-year-old's old enough.
They're old enough, and there's going to be a lot of challenges that they've already faced and will continue to face, being the children of two very massive celebrities.
Yeah, along with the benefits that it comes with.
Of course.
It's like there's good and there's bad. The good news is your dad is Tom Brady and your mom is Giselle. And you have a lot of money, unlimited funds to live your life. There's nothing that you will want for as a child ever. You will never experience like hunger because of poverty. You have all these things. But yes, there's a trade-off. You're also going to have to deal with some of these things. Whining about it, I don't know what that does. Like, whining about it seems out of touch if the kids were whining about it. There's kids out there with a lot bigger problems.
Don't they go to schools with other celebrity kids?
Oh, I would imagine. Like, they're with all the rich people in Miami in that really, really, really expensive area. And one side of the waterway is Tom Brady and his house. And Giselle bought the house on the other side of the waterway.
That
which
works.
is
They just have to swim across. They
kids
go to
just-
mom's house.
They get in a yacht. They just go back and forth, I guess, to mom and dad's house. Make it nice and easy. I saw the dude, I think it was when he came back from the roast of Tom Brady, and he got in a helicopter, and the helicopter flew him onto a boat, and the boat drove him to his mansion. And if that's going on in your life,
Things
you
that
don't have a
will
lot to
never
complain
happen to
about.
us.
Yeah, you don't need to complain about anything. Just shut up, take your big fat paycheck, enjoy yourself, move on with your life. But he said it affected his children, and he regrets the roast in some ways, at least.
Wow.
Yeah, there you are. I don't feel super bad about it. I'm sorry.
I mean,
I
he's
just
retiring, so they could be proud of him again.
go back on the field once more.
No, he's going into the TV side of it, right?
I don't know. Is he? Oh,
Commentating?
yeah. He'll definitely do that. There's tons of money lined up for him. Of course he will. There was a story out today. I think this was from the Washington Post, but I thought it was interesting because it was a couple who combined this 40-year-old woman, April Schultz, and her husband, Kevin Schultz, 45 years old. Combined, they bring in $130,000 a year in gross income. It says between their 4 jobs and side gigs. So they are hustling out there. They got a lot going on to bring in this money. And I think that's good. That's impressive. You know, the two of you are working really hard. You're bringing in $130,000 a year. Good for you. And they say they are poor. They said it's shocking to us, but this feels like poverty. And despite these 4 jobs, they aren't able to do a lot of the things that they want to. And you read about 4 or 5 paragraphs into the story, and you realize that the couple has 5 kids. And at that point, you go, okay, you're crying poor mouth here with $130,000. Sea Lane knows this. 1 kid is expensive.
Yeah.
Okay? 1 kid is expensive. 5 kids is really expensive. Of course, if you're making $130,000 a year, and you have 5 mouths to feed, 7 total for your family.
Now, is this a Facebook post or their YouTube family?
No, I don't know how they ran into the person who wrote the story, but it says April Schultz, 40, and her husband Kevin bringing $130,000 a year. It shocks her, the wife, that it feels like poverty. With $100,000, I feel like we should be able to do a little extra with it. We should be able to have a little more entertainment. We should be able to shop at Costco and not worry about it.
Oh, and that's why it feels like poverty?
Yeah, because when they're shopping at Costco, they work.
God.
They don't have enough to comfortably pay a Netflix subscription, they said.
Poverty. Poverty means you can't eat every day.
It costs $15.49 a month. When you're saying that you can't afford Netflix, but you have 5 kids and you make $130,000 a year, it tells me that you suck at budgeting. Kids are expensive. They're very, very expensive, but they're not handling things right. You should be able to handle $15.49 a month for Netflix, right? Like that shouldn't be out of the equation. They're way more than the federal poverty line, but they're a family of 7, and kids, as I said, I can't say it enough, are very, very costly. They said it's hard to get in data, the frustration, the stress, and the ongoing day in and day out having to make some really bad choices, says the national director at United for Alice. Are you going to get the medicine for your kid, or are you going to have dinner tonight? Are you going to keep the electricity on, or are you going to childcare?
Are you going to watch antenna television or die?
I used to know somebody. I don't want to call them out for this, okay?
Is it someone here?
No. Somebody who I knew, their father was really bad at budgeting like this, right? And their father had 3 kids, so it was a 5-person family. And I would overhear their father on the regular as he was kind of planning out the chaos around him. And he goes, okay, we're going to skip the power bill because they won't shut that off for 2 weeks. So we'll skip that one. And instead, we'll pay the cable bill because they cut it off day of if you don't make payment.
This is the kind of person that post-dates checks.
Yes, yeah. Then he goes, and we have to pay the cable bill because that's tied to our internet access. And if I can't invest my stocks during the day, then I can't make the money to pay the power bill to keep the lights on.
This sounds like Uncut Gems.
Very much so. And the guy, I don't want to give away who it was, but the guy at one point in time, he screwed up with the power bill. So then they put the power bill in his wife's name, and then they put the power bill in his wife's maiden name, and then they put the power bill in his daughter's name because they kept screwing up with the power bill. And I'm going, oh man, folks, we gotta rein it in over here. We got to figure out how to do this. But having 5 kids is not a good plan unless you're really, really financially secure or you're willing to. And if you find
yourself in that situation, don't go like, well, what are we going to do now? And I'm going to make this a national news story. It's like there are the resources out there to get yourself in a better spot.
Right.
Truly.
And you're just, unless you make a whole lot more money, you're just not going to be able to because they're like, we can't do more fun things for entertainment. What, like, let's say go to an amusement park or something? Or
there are plenty of cheaper options.
You're gonna have to realize that's not for you because now you have
go to the
7
crappy
people
one where the rides are a little rusty.
Yes, you have to do this stuff that's a little bit cheaper because you decided to have so many kids. If you would have had 1 kid, maybe 2 kids, you might have a little bit extra bandwidth there. But
go to
the
your
fact of the
power
matter
box
is,
and shut off the main breaker,
mm-hmm.
and you'll bond with your kids. From what I understand,
that's true. Yeah,
it's the most fun they'll ever have.
Write them a letter. I write my own kids' letters. Ran on YouTube says,
sometimes I turn off the power. The power's out.
Wasn't just put a bowl of food and water out for his son. It was easy. When his son got on the sofa, he used a newspaper to train him. That was wrong. That is not true. I did not do any of those things. All I did was the best.
Throw water in his face.
I did that, and then I apologize. It was an intrusive thought, Sealand. I'll never do it again.
I have them all the time.
Let's go over to you. Let's see what you got on your mind. What are your intrusive thoughts, huh?
The camera, I would never say.
Shake weight that baby.
I bet it's something dark.
Shake weight the baby.
Just like
my intrusive thoughts. I want to give them all the kisses and love and hugs.
Yeah, what are yours that are so dark that you won't share them, Sealand?
I just, that's why they're intrusive thoughts.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I had bad ones when Dylan was an infant. I've talked about that before. I've had bad ones.
Make sure he's not listening.
No, I think it's natural. I think a lot of people have these kind of things, and it's a shame that we can't talk about it more. But when you tell people stories about things that go through your head, intrusive thoughts when you have a little kid, the people are like, "You are a monster."
You have them with your animals. Luna destroyed a family heirloom yesterday.
Uh-huh. Oh my God!
And I flicked her off, double flick off. And
wow! Somebody call Animal Protective Services.
It was better than softball pitching her across the room. But never. I was looking at my cat like, I hate you.
Frustration
but I love you
boils.
So much. Yeah.
See, for me, the intrusive thoughts weren't ever anger. It was actually the most horrific thing that I absolutely didn't want to happen.
Okay.
And so therefore it becomes an intrusive thought. Like, because you're trying
we're talking.
You're trying to keep this baby alive, you know what I mean? All right, when we come back, we'll hear from you. Send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. We got to talk about
when they won't sleep and the fire station's around the corner, but the pool's right there.
Sea Lane.
Oh, my God.
That's worse than shake weight.
You're a bad man. You're a bad, bad man.
No, just because I shared mine?
Yeah.
I would call that brave.
I told you
but then the pool
mine
happens,
before.
And then the next day, it's still floating because you did those baby lessons. They launched the baby in the pool.
He's just like muscled out, ready to go.
Let's go, Dad.
God.
You want to do it again?
All right, quick break. When we come back, there is a movie that is making a comeback right now, and I'm very surprised. Second comeback on the show today, and this one is even bigger. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's slowdown southbound on the Greenway between Orange Blossom Trail and John Young Parkway, and delays on the Beach Line eastbound between Florida's Turnpike and Sand Lake Road. You could expect your regular delays on I-4 before Champions Gate between Osceola Parkway and approaching Sand Lake Road. If you see any other traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by J. David Tax Law.
If you owe the IRS and can't pay, now is the time to call J. David Tax Law. The IRS has resumed their aggressive collections. Don't wait. Call J. David Tax Law, a firm right here in Orlando, or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win a dream home makeover. Up for grabs are a bathroom remodel, flooring, solar, roofing, and large appliances. Register now for your chance to upgrade your laundry room with a brand new LG Signature washer and dryer from Southeast Steel Appliance Warehouse. There are 5 different contests, with each category offering its own unique benefits for improving your home to create the perfect living space. Get more details and enter at realradio.fm/contests.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group, and I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney, and the truth is I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney or if I look like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. At Wesley, we've helped over 40,000 families cancel their timeshare without me being an attorney. And I want to share with you how we do it. Just give my office a call, and you will not talk to an attorney. And I guarantee if we take you as a client, we'll get you out of your timeshare, or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free timeshare exit info kit. 800-822-1490. 800-822-1490. 800-822-1490.
This is trial attorney Jeff Kaufman. Instead of talking about how great my law firm is, let's talk about autism awareness. In Central Florida alone, there are thousands of children on the autism spectrum, including my son Jacob. I'm not asking for a donation, but just a couple seconds of kindness when you see one of our children out in public. It will make a huge difference. If you want or need any information concerning the autism community, contact me at jeff@whenyouneedus.com. Offices, Orlando.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's starting with the woots. And now a speech.
I just want to say that friendship is about heart and brain. Who's with me?
Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
And my brain is saying, when it's time to go home, somebody call me a ride.
Love that guy.
Me too.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. JD Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. For JD Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Paid actor portrayal.
Life can be so unpredictable. After losing my dad, it made me think about my family if something were to happen to me. I had heard about life insurance through Ethos and how easy it was to get coverage. They were right. In 10 minutes, I was covered. And boom, family protected.
Ethos fast and easy online term life insurance up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are predicting the unpredictable. Our experts are using a patient's own anatomy to create 3D printed, life-size organ models to map out challenges ahead of time, making complex surgeries more precise, efficient, and less invasive. We are making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
Each morning across Florida, hundreds of Duke Energy line workers start each day with one thing on our minds: making the grid stronger and more reliable for you. To us, it's about more than keeping the lights on. It's about being more efficient to help lower costs for our customers. It's more than a job, it's a commitment to building a smarter, more reliable energy future for Florida. Find out more at duke-energy.com/FL feature. Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
Memorial Day savings now at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. OrlandoNissan.com. Home with a lifetime warranty.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, FUN. F-U-N, FUN. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Watching the world burn with some friends since 2007. This is...
Which you can record right from your phone, your laptop, wherever you got a microphone. We're waiting for you. Go to thenewsjunkie.com, record yours now. You can also send video dispatches. Let's see some of those in the mix today. Love to see those. Photos of whatever you got going on today. Anything could be a dispatch, and you could send yours at thenewsjunkie.com. A lot of scopes aimed at Jerry Seinfeld for whatever reason this week, and I don't know if it's tied
because
to
of the commencement thing.
Maybe it started with that, C-Lane. It started with a lot of people going, and this is what frustrates me, just for the record, and I wanted to try to think about this a little bit and apply this to further or future news stories that you see. When I see a story that goes, protesters interrupt Jerry Seinfeld's commencement address, blah, 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 Palestine, whatever, right? When I see this story, I'm like, so a couple dozen at most people walked out of Jerry Seinfeld's commencement speech. Meanwhile, like thousands more sat there and enjoyed themselves and seemed to have a good time. And why does the story become the heckler's veto? You know, it's like if you went to a comedy show and 100 people are in the room, 99% of them laughed and had a good time. One person said, this isn't funny, and walked out. And then you write a news article the next day and you're like, not funny. Performance causes people to walk out during comedy show.
That's a juicy headline.
I know, but I don't know why.
Who's going to read the article? It's like, things actually went well, considering just one tiny interruption.
There doesn't need to be an article at all then. It would just be like, skip it, you know? It seems like they're just trying to force things into the conversation. And then when they go after Jerry Seinfeld, I'll be honest with you, obviously Jerry Seinfeld's a Jew, but I don't even know that he said a lot of stuff about Israel and Palestine, which is a minefield to walk through. I don't know that he said a lot of stuff on the record other than just the fact that he's Jewish. Maybe I'm wrong on that. If he has weighed in and said something controversial, hit me up, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. I think more so than that, people are using this to go in on him for other things, because the bigger push is, this is from Yahoo News today, Jerry Seinfeld's Teflon legacy could finally be at risk, they said. And it said one would be forgiven.
Around every couple of years. I know exactly what story you're going to bring up.
Well, they said one would be forgiven for wondering what world Jerry Seinfeld is living in, where the extreme left, as he claimed in a recent interview with The New Yorker, has purged American television of good comedy. That's one of the things he did say. He was like, all the cancel culture stuff is bad for comedy, which is inarguably correct. Because those folks who are very much into that, they don't like funny. They don't like comedy. He says, this says, for all the left's mighty powers.
The squeakiest wheels that were after the Tom Brady roast were clearly people who think nothing is funny.
There's a lot of people that end up in that basket, I think. They said, they go on to say a whole bunch of stuff. And as Seinfeld himself acknowledged, the left's path of destruction has yet to temper the spread of deliberately offensive stand-up comedy, a field that includes many proud right-wingers who Who are these right-wing stand-up guys? I don't think I can name a single one.
Yeah, the who was it? Rob Schneider is
Rob Schneider.
big
Okay.
on,
Yep.
You know, they're doing the Fox News comedy specials every once in a while.
Rob Schneider is,
had,
and I think Jamie. I think Jamie Kennedy might be, although I'm not sure.
Who's the
about
guy who's
that
like
one.
the crazy faces? And
I don't know.
it's not. Is it Jim? It's not Jim Gaffigan. I feel like something.
No.
With,
Crazy faces?
Yeah, he like has wild eyes. He was big in the '90s. Recently, it went viral though because his new bit and
you're talking about Jim Brewer.
Is it Jim Brewer? Let me.
Yeah,
see his
Jim
face.
Brewer. You're right on that too. That's two people, or
And,
maybe let's say
Roseanne.
three. Let's say four with Roseanne. You're going to run out of gas there soon. It's not like stand-up comedy is a breeding ground for right-wing people. I don't think there's that many folks that are in that world. It doesn't tend to go that way because when people go see stand-up comedians, you know what they really don't want to hear a lot of? Politics. In my estimation, people go there to laugh and get away from that stuff. And they generally, like, you'll talk about things happening in the culture, but when things get overtly political, most people don't like that. Most people shy away from that still, I think. But this goes after Seinfeld and says, the guy's a jerk, basically, which really shouldn't be news because Jerry Seinfeld's kind of always been the same guy. And he's not a super warm guy. He's not. You might remember.
Kesha hug.
Yeah, the Kesha thing, which it comes up. That's probably what you're talking about. That comes up all the time, right?
Oh no, this is what always comes up when there's a moment of controversy with Jerry Seinfeld. Is like, don't forget. He dated a 17-year-old when he was 30-something.
Yeah, that's true. That comes up every time. Somebody says, Insecure Walrus says Drew Carey. Drew Carey is 1,000% not a right-winger. Drew Carey is if anything, a left-wing host. And remember his son during the riots? Drew Carey's little kid lit something on fire out there.
I forgot.
That was awesome.
I feel like Drew Carey's doing what a lot of us want to do. It's not have anything to do with politics, but go see fish and love it so much that you're willing to do stuff to your genitals.
Get out of here with fish. How about with this, the one that's coming up? Grateful Dead at that Sphere. Grateful Dead, for a long engagement at that Sphere.
Also, Zach Brown Band.
Oh, are they going to be there as well?
Which is
Grateful Dead's going to be trippy, though.
Zach Brown Band is a step in a different direction from the bands that have been doing it. The Fish, the Dead, but it's still, they're going to do residency, so good for them.
Right. Insecure Walrus says Drew Carey is a Republican. If he ever identified himself as a Republican, I've seen enough of this guy's social commentary to say that he's not anymore. It's not the direction that he leans in. And neither does anybody on late night TV. When you look at those types of comedians, it's fringe people. It's like the Steven Crowders who think they're comedians, but you don't ever really hear the joke. You're waiting for the punchline.
Drew Carey is an outspoken libertarian saying, I believe the answers to all the problems we face in society won't come from Washington. It'll come from us. Blah,
When's
blah,
that
blah.
from?
I would have to look up the...
It's a Wikipedia thing?
Yeah, he expresses distaste for the Bush administration's management of the Iraq War. He endorsed and donated money to Joe Biden in the 2020 United States presidential election. He also donated to Tulsi Gabbard and Bill Weld.
He's bipartisan, and because Tulsi Gabbard's off to the right, Biden's off to the left. I think he's more about drugs. The dude just likes to sit in his what's the room Drew Carey has?
Opium den.
He's got an opium den. The man has an opium den. Allegedly, he has an opium den. This guy doesn't care about any of this stuff. He's smoking up opium and watching his kid light stuff on fire on CNN. That's a good time right there. That's what he's doing. MFQ says Grateful Dead still alive. Some of them still are. But that's a show at the Sphere. Holy cow, that's a time right there. To wrap it all up, Jerry Seinfeld, he's not the warmest dude. And if you watch comedians in cars getting coffee, you can kind of pick that up. That's just the guy that he is. He likes to laugh with his group of friends, Chris Rock, whoever it is that he wants to hang out with. He doesn't go out of his way to try to make nice with everybody. It's just his personality. That's just who he is. And I guess trying to utilize this whole commencement thing to push further on him. And the idea that he talked about some cancel culture stuff. Well, newsflash, I would guess the vast majority of comedians probably feel pretty similar to him.
Yeah. We really need to get the picture. We need to get a courtroom full of everybody he's ever wronged and just have them tell their story.
Yeah, is he? I believe the answer to this question is yes, but I'm not positive. Is he still with the woman that he started dating when she was 17?
I don't believe so.
No.
I saw a photo of him and his wife, and the woman looked like the photo of that 17-year-old, but maybe it's not. Yeah, look at his Wikipedia about his spouse, because they don't talk about her much. I know she had a book at one point in time, and there was some controversy about the book that she released. I remember news stories about that.
For once dating a 17-year-old, or it resurfaces.
Well, she's 52 and he's 70.
All right.
Yeah, so 22 years apart. I don't know. I don't know if that's her or not. We'll figure it out. Let's get into a story that I think is blowing some people's minds for the strangest of reasons. That is, they're going to do a sequel to the Happy Gilmore movie with Adam Sandler in it. Been a long time. 1996 was when this movie came out. But my favorite thing is that everybody's just discovering something. And if you've seen Happy Gilmore, everybody's seen Happy Gilmore, right? We've all seen this? Yeah. All right, everybody's seen this movie.
Price is Wrong, bitch.
Do you know who the sexual interests of Adam Sandler, like the woman that he was into in Happy Gilmore, do you know who that was?
Was it Anne Heche?
Oh, man. Hold on. Let me see.
Julie Bowen.
Yeah. It was Julie Bowen, but everybody's
from
seeing
Modern Family.
Yeah, everybody's seeing the photos of the scenes in Happy Gilmore where it's him and this woman that he was interested in. They're like, I had no idea the woman, the mom from Modern Family, was in that movie, much less was the love interest of Adam Sandler. Blowing minds out there. They said that movie was huge when it came out, $41 million worldwide. That's not huge by today's standards, but maybe huge for a comedy since they're usually pretty cheap to produce those. Adam Sandler movies don't cost all that much. But let us know what you think.
It depends. I mean,
nowadays, you think so?
What are we paying for? Because
Adam
Sandler movies typically have all of Adam Sandler's friends in them, and I don't think they're doing these for cheap.
Yeah, I at this point they've been so far into this that they like Nick Swartzen. How many Adam Sandler movies has he been put in? He's in a ton of them. And then the other guy,
David Spade.
No, not David Spade. You Can Do It. We just talked about it. Rob Schneider comes back into the equation, and a bunch of other folks that are in all of them. Here's Big Al, and he says, I hate people that cry poor.
Hey, guys, this story about this couple crying poverty because they have 5 kids really, really irks me.
Okay.
I have 4 kids.
Damn.
Granted, it was 10 years ago that they were all in a house. But my wife and I just worked regular jobs making $60,000 or $70,000 a year. I think the max one year was like $72,000 combined income.
Damn.
Our kids had everything they wanted. We knew how to budget, and we were not, overplaying our hand with credit cards and everything else. We lived on a cash basis. That's how we made things work. If we couldn't afford it, we just didn't get it. Have a great weekend coming up. It's almost there. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
Thank you, Big Al. I'll tell you one thing I noticed. Recently became a Costco card-carrying member.
Wow.
And we've been going there a little bit to get certain items. We've realized that there's just 2 of us. So some of the Costco things aren't necessarily aimed.
Hey, nothing wrong with buying in bulk.
There's like
entire
we'll
closet
see.
full of anything that's ready for post-apocalyptic times or for the next 6 months.
Like if there's a thing of, say, fish sticks, there's such a quantity of these fish sticks.
So you're a gay fish?
No, I made sure I said it very carefully. That it's too much for us. The box is too big for our refrigerator, for a freezer. They're huge, these things that they have. But we go there and we get particular items, right? The tactical shots that we take at Costco. And B-Haw says, switch to BJ's. It's much better. Is it? I don't know. I'm happy with it. I'll tell you though, we go into Costco and we were going to grab something to eat because we were there. Got the hot dog and the soda, which is preposterous. It's like $1.50 or something. She got a big giant slice of delicious pizza. Again, it's like $1 or something. And I looked around and it was in the middle of the day. And there were people everywhere. It was packed in the area where you can eat at Costco. And every single table that I saw was big families. And that's smart. Those families go, we have to eat something today. Let's bring the kids. They can either get the pizza, or the hot dog, or that chicken roll weird thing that they got. And you can feed the whole family for like $10 or something. When I saw the receipt from Courtney and I eating at Costco, I laughed. It was $4 or $4.50. Where can you eat for that much? You got to be smart. If you got a family that big, it's going to be a tough thing. Let's go to my brother can suck it with the dispatch.
What up, news junkies?
Hey.
Sean, since we're talking about dreams, has anyone else ever had that dream where you're back in college and you're about to have a final for a class you apparently have missed the entire semester and you haven't been dropped from? Scary ass. Anyway, y'all have a great Thursday.
I have that dream actually really like often.
Do you really?
I dream that I'm like still in college, but I haven't been to class in weeks and weeks and weeks. And then when I realize that, that's how I know I'm dreaming, because I was like, oh yeah, this has been happening.
In my dreams, I still do radio. It's the weirdest thing in the world. I'm not good at it.
That's not very weird for people that actually do radio.
Whenever we're doing the show, things are going wrong. Like I said, with C-Lane cursing, or like everything is going wrong when we're doing the show like that. But I still dream about it, unfortunately. All right, hit us up with your thoughts. Let us know what's going through your brain as you hear us speaking on the show today. Your voice is important. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. When we return, we'll talk about, we have to give this a little more attention, because we have an update now on that bus crash where the Mexican citizens were headed to work on that farm in Florida. And it was a terrible accident. And we now have a couple more details about what went down here. I know that the company is no longer cooperating with police. They've stopped. At least that's what they've said. The company that had the bus that was headed to this farm is not speaking anymore. So a lot of interesting things to go over. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is
Monsters in the morning.
It's literally a short walk. What the hell is wrong with you? Stop being so damn weird. Please.
The Monsters in the morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's some unusual delays on the Greenway southbound between Florida's Turnpike and John Young Parkway. You could expect your regular delays, though, on I-4 eastbound before Champions Gate between Osceola Parkway and Sand Lake Road. Off-ramp back up from the Greenway southbound to Colonial Drive, and delays at the intersection where Vine Street meets John Young Parkway. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. We now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world. Protecting America, fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I've got a leaking...
To leave us a testimonial saying how happy you are with our service, press 1.
But you haven't even...
For all other inquiries, please hang up.
Wait, what?
Hang up and call Frank Gay. We're busy watching the game.
You know what? I think I will.
When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Some say Memorial Day is the unofficial start of summer, but I say this is. Lighting up Kingsford Original Charcoal on the grill with family and friends is a summer ritual, and there's no better time than Memorial Day weekend. Whether it's burgers, veggies, or some chicken drumsticks, Kingsford Original gives you that authentic wood-fired barbecue flavor that means summer is finally here.
So good.
Kingsford Original Charcoal, America's grilling expert. Kingsford.com.
Boss, did you know Safe Touch Security is the home of the 45-second or less guaranteed response?
Of course, it's just one of the reasons why I hate Safe Touch.
For a limited time, save up to 50% on select security systems. Call 888-723-8682 or go to safetouch.com. State license EF 2000-1945.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code MOVE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code MOVE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code MOVE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group, and I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney, and the truth is I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney or if I look like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. At Wesley, we've helped over 40,000 families cancel their timeshare without me being an attorney. And I want to share with you how we do it. Just give my office a call, and you will not talk to an attorney. And I guarantee if we take you as a client, we'll get you out of your timeshare, or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free timeshare exit info kit. 800-822-1490. 800-822-1490. 800-822-1490.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Fourth cup of coffee?
Still R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Discover a career that matters at the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. Be part of an innovative team delivering world-class health care and benefits to America's veterans. Enjoy robust benefits, work-life balance, and career development opportunities. Join a diverse and inclusive community that values your unique background and skills. A community where nearly 1 in 3 of your colleagues are veterans themselves. Apply now at vacareers.va.gov.
16th Minute of Fame is the new weekly podcast hosted by me, Jamie Loftus. And every week, we take a closer look at an internet character of the day. Bean Dad, The Dress, 30 to 50 feral hogs. If you knew what any of those were, you spend too much time online. And I do too. Who are they? What made them notorious? Why did the internet choose them? And what does a person do when they get more attention than the human psyche can handle? Listen to 16th Minute of Fame on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search 16th Minute of Fame.
0% APR financing, plus Memorial Day savings all month. Go to Sutherland Nissan Orlando.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, FUN. F-U-N, FUN. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
He won't hesitate to call you out when you're being a little ASCII. This is the
Appreciate you. If you want to learn more about this show, you can go to thenewsjunkie.com. It's there you can learn about uncensored secret shows. There's a new one that dropped this week, and you can also send us a dispatch video or audio to join us on the show. I saw this come out. I was like, again? I feel like we've done this 5 times or something, because a story comes out today, and it's like magician David Copperfield accused of sexual misconduct by 16 women. Many underage, some allegedly drugged, says Page 6.
Oh,
and
right.
This is not like even the second or third time I've heard about David Copperfield and all these kind of accusations.
And for his next trick.
He skirted them. That was his trick. Like, he kept getting around these.
Right. And I mean, it's a point where people called him David Copperfield.
Yes.
And yet he was still performing. I mean, for decades.
And he had an island. He has like a private island. And they said he would like take women to this island and do all this stuff. And hang on, let me bring up his Wikipedia, because I would guess that this is big enough of a story in David Copperfield's life that is probably a mention in his wiki page, because this is not new. I don't know. It's coming out again. All the alleged incidents took place between the late 1980s and 2014, this says.
Okay.
All right. Career and business interests.
Isn't he terrifying looking now?
A little bit. Okay. Musha K and the islands of Copperfield Bay. My God. Jeez, must be nice, buddy. Recorded message. Okay. Accidents and injuries. No. Lot of litigation against this guy. Here we go. There's a whole section here. It says, Copperfield was accused of sexual assault in 2007 by Lacey L. Carroll. A federal grand jury in Seattle closed the investigation in 2010 without bringing charges.
He made the charges disappear.
He did make the charges disappear. He skirted that one. Looks like there wasn't enough to get him. In January 2010, the Bellevue City Prosecutor's Office brought misdemeanor charges against Carroll for prostitution and allegedly making a false accusation in another case. Carroll filed a civil lawsuit against Copperfield, which was dropped in April 2010. So that woman, after the accusations, had some trouble. In 2018, so this is 7 years ago now, Copperfield was accused of drugging and assaulting a teenager in 1988. He published a response in 2018 where he denied doing this. His name was also listed as one of the associates of Jeffrey Epstein. He was on that list. That's not great to be on.
Good.
Have we seen that list?
I don't know. Remember the one person posted it and they're like, look, Bob Saget's on the list for Epstein.
I argued with that asshole for a while.
Yeah, because the person was wrong. It was fake. In May 2024, that's now, The Guardian published an investigation in which 16 women accused Copperfield of engaging in misconduct and inappropriate behavior, with the alleged incidents spanning a time range from the late 1980s to 2014. The allegations include claims that Copperfield drugged 3 women before having sexual relations with them, and more than half the allegations were from women who under 18 at the time of the alleged incidents. In response, lawyers for Copperfield alleged the allegations were false and entirely without foundation. Lot of smoke in the Copperfield world, though.
I see what you did there, too.
Lot of smoke. Is there fire? We'll find out. One thing that's tough is if you're a woman and you say, David Copperfield did this to me in the 80s, it's not easy to prove that stuff.
No, it's not. But, I mean, also, at the time, in the 80s, to think that there was, like, no... what outlet would you use? Like, to come out with something like that?
It'd be way harder. Yeah.
There's probably so many people that still to this day won't ever say anything.
People right now probably be thinking, what? But Sean, they got Bill Cosby, and he did this so many years ago. The only reason, or the main reason at least, that they got Bill Cosby, even though a lot of this was overturned, and Bill Cosby obviously is not in prison right now, but the main reason they got Bill Cosby to begin with was because they did a deposition with him, which they told him they would never be able to use against him in a court of law. And in the deposition, he admitted to drugging some of these women and admitted to what he had done. Then they tried to, post facto, suggest, hey, we're actually going to use this thing.
They reneged on the deal.
Yeah, they did. And then they used it in court, and they found him guilty, and then his attorneys very easily won on appeal. So it's tough. When things go that far, it's tough to prove that anything happened, and it's tough to situate fact from fiction. So David Copperfield, once again, under fire here. And I don't know, does he still do stuff? Is he like in Vegas? Is David Copperfield still like a big name out there even?
I don't know. I feel like last time we talked about him, and it was probably a story along these lines, he was like in a wheelchair. Or am I thinking of somebody else?
I don't know. It might have been somebody else.
Is he not?
He's old, yeah, for sure. I mean, I went to see him. My mom took me to see David Copperfield. I've told this story before. When I was 13, 12.
He's 67. 12. That's not that old.
Oh,
yeah, that's not bad.
I was thinking about something else then. I've no idea.
He'd be still up there for a magician. And now I don't know where he's going to go, because I don't know if you guys have seen this or not, but the Mirage in Vegas, right there on the Strip, is done for. They're done. They're closing the Mirage on the Strip. They're going to completely redo this. Guess who's opening up a casino right there in that same spot, totally redone?
Oh, I feel like I heard this. I don't know.
Seminole Hard Rock. The Seminole Hard Rock people.
I thought he was a celebrity.
That's how much money they got rolling in. The Seminole Hard Rock people got so much money rolling in. They're like, we'll take this one, the Mirage, one of the mega resorts that changed Vegas from old Vegas to new Vegas. And a huge, huge building. If you've been there, you've seen. And it's going to be a complete rebuild at this place, which is kind of strange because isn't there already a Hard Rock casino right there? Like right by the MGM, there's a Hard Rock casino. I've stayed there.
No. A Hard Rock in Vegas?
It's a Hard Rock hotel and casino. I'm almost positive that's the place that I stayed because they made us pay a security deposit of $250 for every single night that we were there. So when I checked in, I not only had to pay for the hotel room, but I had $750 went on hold because people party too hard at that hotel. And I was like, oh, my God, this is...
I'm not trying to party, man.
What, I thought you wanted me to gamble in your casino. You're holding up $750 of my dollars.
When I put up hardrock.com and I go to destinations in Las Vegas, it just says the Mirage.
I'm telling you, I know we say it. Hold on. Hard Rock Vegas.
Oh, it's the guitar next to the Mirage, I guess.
Is it? I don't remember what it looked like. I just remember that we stayed there, and it was super expensive, overpriced. It was not the hotel room. Tell me if you're down with this. Walls black in the hotel room, like they're trying to be a rock star. So the whole thing was painted black, Rolling Stone style, and it was like miserable the way it was all the decor inside the place. And then you look out; they had one of those big pools with like so many human beings that you can't even imagine. There's like a DJ playing, and there's like thousands of people in the pool, and you go, there's so much urine. It's so, if you took a sip of that water, you're definitely drinking a little bit of urine.
So don't sip the water.
I always get a little bit, though. I don't know. I'm not necessarily doing it on purpose, but like if I dunk my head underwater, I always end up drinking a little bit of that pool water.
Oh, wow. I guess that means since they're... The Mirage to begin transformation into Hard Rock Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it means they're part of that is they're stopping the Cirque du Soleil show, Love, the Beatles show.
Oh, that was a big one, too.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't seen that. I really wanted to see that, actually.
I did, and it was wonderful. But it was the type of performance that the room was so cold, and it was Beatles music.
Yeah.
That I had a very hard time at one point not falling asleep.
Yeah, that'll do it to you.
It would have been the best nap if I wasn't fighting it so bad.
Oh, man, that's going to be chaos over there for a little while as the Mirage closes down. Let's see what you have to say. Speak for yourself, all right? We're going to go over to your dispatches. We got Douglas is talking about the Hard Rock Vegas.
Hey, news junkies. Yeah, hey, Sean, about the Hard Rock in Vegas. Yeah, they closed that a while back, and it's now the Virgin Hotel.
Is it?
So Hard Rock doesn't have that anymore. So
wow.
They're closing the Mirage and putting the Hard Rock and the guitar, and it should be pretty cool, man. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
Yeah, it's pretty cool unless it's the bad Hard Rock. There's one Hard Rock that just... didn't stand up like the rest of them. That was the Hard Rock in New Orleans.
Right.
Remember
that never even opened.
There was still like a body in there
Two
for
bodies.
the longest time. Its bodies were in there. The family members were like, hey, can we please have the bodies of our loved ones? And they were like, no, gotta wait a while. And then I think they went and put up some tarps to cover them up.
And then they had a storm come through and the tarps flew off and there were the dead bodies.
Yeah, it's not a great situation, I don't think, overall. Over to Bad Brad is talking about Hard Rock.
The Hard Rock in Vegas is now the Virgin.
Same thing. Yeah, we know that. We learned that. This is I'm a PC.
Yeah, I'm just hearing now.
Hey, Sean.
The Hard Rock.
Is something
I bet
else?
he's going to say it, too.
No, he might.
Not sipping the water is the least you can do. I'm pretty sure there's a historical story of they were doing water testing and they just grabbed some from a pool thinking it was clean. And the samples of the pool came back so dirty, they thought it was the actual stormwater of Las Vegas.
Oh, that is vile. But I still like to go in the pool. I say that I have a pool. I haven't even been this year in the pool. Got to do that.
Not one time?
No, haven't had. It's just now warm enough.
See, I
for me
remember
to
when he
think
was
about
like,
it.
I'm going to start doing laps. Start getting in the pool more for sure.
I am. I'm actually going to do that. I think maybe next weekend. I'll be free and clear of a bunch of things, unfortunately.
Can we come? A pool party?
Sure. Yeah, you guys are welcome anytime. Yeah. It's nice. Cordy cleans it out there. She gets it going. There's a constant battle against the stuff that flies into that damn pool. It's a nightmare. But here is Not Your Average Joe with a Whole Food song.
What do you do when you're horny as hell at Whole Foods? What do you do when you're horny as hell at Whole Foods? Find the prettiest gal you see, whip it out, give her some number 3. What do you do when you're horny as hell at Whole Foods?
Yeah.
That was very good.
I like it.
My
I just wish I had 2 spoons to slap against my leg.
All right. We want to hear from you as well. Songs, we'll take them. Comments, we'll take them. All that you have to say can be included on the show. And all you need to do to break down that barrier between us and you is go over to thenewsjunkie.com on your Android device, your iPhone, your laptop. You got a mic hook up to your computer. It sounds real good. Do that. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and record your dispatch right now. When we come back, the next episode with Sabrina. What's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? Kanye's chief of staff resigns for moral and religious reasons, but one holy man claims Jesus died at full mass. J-Lo is apparently going to be J-No, Mo husband, named Ben, plus the surprising celebrity that Wanda Sykes gets mistaken for all the time. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Ken, and Mike. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey there, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast on this Thursday. And it will be a hot one, but at least the forecast is going to stay on the dry side. Temperatures today will warm to a high of 92 degrees in Orlando with the help of a partly to mostly sunny sky. For tomorrow, temperatures approach the mid-90s for Central Florida before rain and storm chances are on the rise for the weekend. A cold front brings better chances of storms for Sunday. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Discover. As humans, we like having options. One option you might like is speaking with a real person when you call about your credit card. With 24/7 live U.S.-based customer service from Discover, everyone can talk to a real person anytime, day or night. Limitations apply. See terms at discover.com/credit card.
One of my favorite things about that mortgage guy, Don, from thatmortgageguyDon.com is the fact that he's part of the Real Radio family. You can listen to the Home Loans Radio Show every Saturday morning. Get your questions answered live on the air. Don's pulling back the curtain on the mortgage business because he wants you to know how it works. He's part of the Real Radio family, and that means he's looking out for your family. Get the process started today with a friend that you could trust by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com. Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Do you think a tiny chip in your windshield is nothing to worry about? I'm Pascal with SafeLight. Sooner or later, every chip will crack. So don't wait. Schedule at SafeLight.com. We can come to you for free and repair that chip fast. And with most insurance, a chip repair is no cost to you. Don't let that tiny chip crack your whole windshield. Go to SafeLight.com for free mobile service. Conditions may apply.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Did you know that your largest investment asset might not be your retirement account or home? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. Most people don't realize that their life insurance policy is actually an asset they can sell. But for almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. We've even created a free policy value calculator at abacuspays.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy is as important as knowing the value of your home, your equity portfolio, or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information you need to understand the current market value for your life insurance, and then get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Visit abacuspays.com to learn more and use our free policy value calculator today.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Pay Doctor Portrayal.
Life can be so unpredictable. After losing my dad, it made me think about my family if something were to happen to me. I had heard about life insurance through Ethos and how easy it was to get coverage. They were right. In 10 minutes, I was covered. And boom, family protected.
Ethos fast and easy online term life insurance up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com.
People who suffer from allergies use Nasal Guard to prevent them. Nasal Guard's innovative gel and spray products protect you from all airborne allergens, no matter what the forecast holds. Visit Amazon, Walmart, or nasalguard.com today. Breathe better this spring. nasalguard.com.
Okay, this contract looks good to me. Let me just run it by my lawyer.
Everyone knows that having a good lawyer on hand can be a real game changer. Which is why Legal Shield connects you to a vetted law firm in your state for a low monthly fee. Only Legal Shield has been providing this kind of legal peace of mind for over 50 years. Need an experienced set of eyes on that fine print? With Legal Shield, you can say,
let me run it by my lawyer.
Is the dealership giving you a hassle about warranty repairs?
I guess we'll have to talk to our lawyer.
And for that will you've been putting off, you can finally tell your family.
We're good. I had our lawyer take care of it.
Legal Shield isn't AI bots. It's a dedicated group of real lawyers who have your back, no matter what the future brings. All for around the price of those streaming services you don't watch anymore. Sign up at LegalShield.com/radio today. PPLSI does not provide legal representation or advice. See a plan for complete terms.
You can host the best backyard barbecue. You find a professional on Angie to make your backyard the best around. Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Inside to outside, repairs to renovations. Get started on the Angie app or visit Angie.com today. You can do this when you Angie that.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Join in on the chaos. We eagerly await your dispatch. This
podcast. It's free and it's ready for you right now over on the website, thenewsjunkie.com, thenewsjunkie.com. All right, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV. You can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
You can do it.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina.
Hey, smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don, thatmortgageguydon.com, and the Home Loans Radio Show. If you're looking to expand your business, perhaps you're going to refinance that beautiful home. Get your first dream home. Work with an expert that has your best interest in mind, and you can see the website chock full of information for you. Very easy to navigate through, and any question you have, direct access to the man himself. Go to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
It was a mere 24 years ago. The year was 2000, and the artist formerly known as
Prince.
He went back to just plain Prince on this day. His publishing contract expired. He could stop using the symbol he used to identify himself when he was committed to undesirable relationships. So there you have it, my friends. Back
All
to
right.
plain old Prince. And back to divorce land. Unfortunately, it seems to be Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck.
Oh, say it ain't so.
Yeah, earlier this week, J-Lo was spotted house hunting without Benny Boy. So it's not the least bit surprising for a lot of people that we're getting the breakup stories in the tabloids. In Touch Weekly says, in all caps, Ben has moved out.
Wow.
He's gone. And they're headed for divorce. A source says that he's focusing on his work and his children now. They likely have to sell the dream house that they spent 2 years searching for.
Damn.
Supposedly a big bone of contention.
Big bone of connection is something else entirely.
Yeah.
They lost that. That
might still happen.
didn't save the marriage.
Copy. A big bone of contention for them is that Jennifer just loves the spotlight and Ben does not want to be in it at all.
Mm-hmm.
So the source says they both said they matured and learned from their mistakes, but some of the bigger issues that tore them apart the first time remain the same.
Oh, big shocker.
So, love is dead.
Mm-hmm. Sure is.
There was a rumor going around, and a sad one, but it has been addressed and proven false. Tinkerbell has not been canceled.
Oh, I saw that.
Thank God.
Gosh. Tinkerbell was rumored to be getting the boot from Disneyland, even though a lot of people are under the misconception that she is all because of baseless fan theories that have run amok.
This was all because of one tweet from some person who has nothing to do with Disney, and they just ran with it.
They said it was that she was problematic because she put herself on a shelf.
All right.
And it all stems from a New York Times story that detailed an internal study that Disney did a few years ago analyzing which of their characters did not hold up to the modern day standards. And Tinkerbell was one of them, as their own people felt she wasn't a good role model for girls in the 21st century.
She's not she's a fairy, isn't she?
She is a
Tinkerbell's
fairy.
isn't Tinkerbell like a couple inches tall or something?
No, not when you meet her in real life.
Yeah, Julia Roberts did turn into.
I'm going to say something that is kind of sacrilege.
Yeah, I swear to God, if you say that Hook is bad, I'm going to leave.
Never watched the whole movie. Never.
A Hook or
seen
a
the-
Hook or a Peter Pan?
Or Peter Pan.
Which
Robin
one is
Williams.
the one that yeah, that one. That one. I haven't seen that.
I would slap you through this webcam.
My
if I could.
God.
Please watch it. It is such a great movie.
I know it's good. I don't hate it or anything. I just haven't watched the whole thing
There
through.
you are, Peter.
I saw Peter Pan the musical last night.
Did you?
How was it?
How was it?
It was really good. I mean, there was there was a bunch of kids there, and there were definitely some people dressed like pirate-like, which was
really,
I thought, odd. But no, but a lot of the stage effects was pretty cool, like the thing where he's like fighting with his shadow, and then they all fly, and it was like a big screen. It looked like a ride at Universal for a second there. It was pretty cool.
I got to tell you guys, what do you think about this? All right, I know you don't have so much time, but just give me
no
one
time
second.
at all.
When they talked about this, there was all these adults that were like, you know what? Now we can't do the meet and greets with Tinkerbell. Now, Disney adults, I fully support you. Live your life, have your time, enjoy yourself.
Okay.
The adults that want to go to Disney every day and make it your life and your thing, I salute you, man. Just have fun. Be you.
You think they're weird, though?
No, I don't care about that. But meeting with the characters as an adult, weird.
Okay.
Like if you're a grown ass man and you want to meet with Tinkerbell and you're upset at Disney, you're taking my Tinkerbell meet and greets away from me. I'd be angry. That's weird.
Okay,
That's
is it weird? Is MegaCon weird to you then?
I don't know why, but it seems different. I know what you're saying.
MegaCon, you're meeting the people that played.
Yeah, but you're also dressing up those people.
People dress up. Yeah, people dress up at the cosplay thing. But just like sitting in a line to hug Minnie Mouse.
Well, this is the complete opposite of the wholesomeness that you would find when hugging a Disney character. We now say goodbye, farewell, a wave, if you will, to Kanye West's longtime chief of staff. He is out, and he's getting out while he can. Do you know why?
Why?
Because Kanye's crazy?
The Yeezy porn.
That's what it is.
It's Milo Yiannopoulos.
Oh, Yiannopoulos. Yeah.
He's played a pivotal role in Yeezy Company for nearly 2 years. He announced his resignation, and the reason for the departure is because of the Yeezy porn that was announced a few weeks back.
Right.
He's raising moral and religious reasons for it.
This is a guy who I've watched some debates with him, and not only is he an absolute fantastical moron, but I've never seen anybody skeet it up as much as this dude in public appearances.
Yeah,
and
well, there's
now
nothing in the Bible about not doing blow.
Yeah, I guess not, right? Now he's going to be just clearly, to me, it appeared that this guy was just zooted up, and now he's going to be like, well, I can't do that, Kanye. That's morally wrong.
But apparently the door's open. He said, I'll come back as long as they're not doing the porn. Or maybe when he finds out this news, a centuries-old church in Germany drew more than 1,200 people over the weekend for a worship service. That was a little bit different because it was all to the music of this gal.
Taylor Service. Taylor Swift Service.
Taylor Swift
You call it
Service.
Taylor
Right.
Service?
The Church of the Holy Spirit, famous church in Germany, meets in a 600-year-old building, and they put on a service titled Anti-Hero Taylor Swift Church Service. And it drew a lot of young people. The Church of the Holy Spirit has always been a place of encounter and exchange. That's why a pop music religious service fits so perfectly, said the pastor.
Smart idea.
With it, we are giving space to the questions and the issues that occupy the younger generation.
The younger people, you know what they don't care about? Church. They don't care about church. You got to get them interested somehow.
But with this story, guess who is big mad?
Who?
This is all the
Taylor
old people.
Swift?
All the old people. They're like, this is anti-Christian. How dare they? I fully realize unbelievers are going to act like unbelievers. However, there's a difference between secular and being anti-Christian. And Taylor Swift one time maybe did something that was anti-Christian. So how dare they? And
what'd she do that was anti-Christian? She doesn't have a lot of controversial stuff in her background, as far as I know.
According to ChristianPost.com, they said that it was, wait for it, I know I saw it.
Is it the
somewhere.
abortion thing? She's down with that, I know.
Fire ceremonies, even down. And we both in church. I lost
You said that like you got her to have one.
What? We don't talk about that. We don't mention that on the show, okay?
Okay, so during the song that Taylor wrote for her cancer-stricken mother, many had tears in their eyes. I don't know. It's not in here. Catholic priest.
I just saw a person give up in real time.
It is. There's too many words. I have no time. Catholic priest under investigation because we're still on this this week in entertainment and Jesus-related things.
Okay.
Big trouble because he said Jesus, when he died on the cross, had a full boner.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. An American Catholic priest in the United Kingdom, that's a mouthful, is now under investigation after telling his parishioners that Jesus Christ died on the cross with an erection. According to the Times, 53-year-old Father Thomas McHale delivered a shocking sermon to the churchgoers at Our Blessed Lady Immaculate and said the priest went into extreme detail about the death of Jesus Christ to 100 people, telling them because of how crucifixion works, Jesus Christ's blood would have rushed to his lower body, thus leaving him on the cross.
If he's technically right, then what's the weirdness about this, I wonder?
Well,
you
the
know?
church was shocked. I mean, we've gone 2,000 plus years without mentioning Jesus and possible erection. So they are now losing their minds over in the UK. He is under investigation because it ain't right to talk about
Talking
Jesus
about boners in church.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get away from that.
To wrap this up, Nick Cage is got a new role. It's a horror movie in which he plays, of all things, Jesus' dad, Joseph.
All right.
A
Let's see
Quiet
this.
Place, the people behind it, they now have a new movie coming out, The Carpenter's Son. And that's where Nick Cage is going to star in this horror movie about Jesus, playing Jesus' dad, but not his real dad, because
he's dead?
His real dad is God.
God
Oh,
is his
yeah.
dad. And
Thought we were going back to Taylor Swift somehow.
Joseph was Christ's adoptive father, but never got it in with Mary because she was a virgin.
What a patient man he was.
The movie is called, like I said, Carpenter's Son, inspired by the infancy gospel of Thomas, the only account of Jesus' childhood. Nobody really believes the so-called gospel is real in this movie, but the horrific elements in it. Little kid Jesus actually kills a couple of kids and makes some people blind when they upset him before learning how to use his powers for good. Hallelujah.
Cucked by God. That's brutal, man. It's a brutal way to go down.
And finally, I'll leave you with this. I did not get an official date, but boy, did I do the research. Did you know that Steven Seagal, in May of 2004, released a dance hall album?
I missed that. I did.
Well, this dance hall track called Strut has now made the rounds on social media, and he chose to sing in a full fake Jamaican accent. And within his second line says, "Me one de punani."
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, and non-gender conforming, I present to you Steven Seagal's dance hall track.
Mr. Steven Seagal, fly down to Jamaica and say one of the baddest.
Jamaica.
And
That
was,
is 14 too many.
was released on this month so many years ago, and then there was a note that it did make it on the charts, number 42 for French albums.
Okay.
French?
Yeah. On the Boob Tube, we have the 59th Academy of Country Music Awards with Reba hosting series finale of Young Sheldon. Guess he's growing up, huh? We also have the second season / series finale of So Help Me Todd. I guess nobody helped Todd. 23rd season finale of Law & Order. Also, Law & Order SVU, Law & Order Criminal Intent. And third season premiere of Bridgerton. Follow your dreams and me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra. And most importantly, Dad with me America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. Back in just a moment with some drama at Good Morning America. What's happening? Wait till you hear this weirdness.
I've heard it.
It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
There's off-ramp backup from the Greenway southbound to Colonial Drive and delays southbound on the Greenway between Orange Blossom Trail and John Young Parkway. There's slowdowns on the Beach Line eastbound between Florida's Turnpike and Sand Lake Road, and you could expect your regular delays on I-4 between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. If you see any other traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Are you ready to put some cash in your pocket? Because Real Radio is giving you a chance to win $1,000 by putting $1,000 in your hand. You know the deal with our national contest. We'll give you a keyword at the top of every hour from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And all you have to do is enter it on our website at realradio.fm for your chance to win. With 13 chances every weekday, you'll have plenty of opportunities to win $1,000 in your hand. But there is a catch, because there's always a catch. right? If you get a call, you need to answer your phone. That's right. The key to winning is picking up your phone when we call. So don't send us to voicemail. This contest brought to you locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air, been in business since 1992. That's over 30 years. Carrier factory authorized dealer. Rebates up to $1,275 for brand new Carrier units. Turn to the experts. Carrier. And you can always turn to the experts at millsair.com.
Some say Memorial Day is the unofficial start of summer, but I say this is. Lighting up Kingsford Original Charcoal on the grill with family and friends is a summer ritual, and there's no better time than Memorial Day weekend. Whether it's burgers, veggies, or some chicken drumsticks, Kingsford Original gives you that authentic wood-fired barbecue flavor that means summer is finally here.
So good.
Kingsford Original Charcoal, America's grilling expert. Kingsford.com.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. Did you know Life Imaging FLA? They've been around for about a year now, a year of saving lives. And I say that, and it's all actually accurate. I have 4 friends who went to Life Imaging FLA, found out they had heart blockage they had no idea that they had, and it did save their lives. Dozens of listeners have told us the same story about finding out about cancer early and heart blockage. You can go and get this same scan done, and it will give you peace of mind, and also can let you know in advance if you have something that you need to take care of. Life Imaging FLA, they know that early detection of heart disease and cancer is a game changer when it comes to early treatment and the outcome. It's Life Imaging FLA. If you want to get that heart scan, pick up your phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan, and with a few minimum requirements, this is a $699 value, and you can get that free heart scan like I did. It's Life Imaging FLA. Pick up your phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia. Life Imaging FLA.
Yo, it's Angel from the Monsters. You want a big green egg? For the lowest prices anywhere, you got to go to my friends, Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up your big green egg so that you are cooking before they leave. Follow Wassie's Meat Market on Instagram or go to wassiesmeatmarket.com for your big green egg today.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E.
Whether it's food for meetings or company events, EasyCater has everything you need to make food for work. And that means all you have to do is sit back and take credit.
Wow, a vegan and a meat lover taco bar? Jill, you're the best.
Oh, all I did was use EasyCater.
Take the credit, Jill.
Well, I guess I sort of...
Take it.
Invented taco bars.
Too far, Jill. Too far. EasyCater has everything you need to make food for work. 100,000 restaurants, one platform. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
A1Garage.com. A1 from day one.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I'm concerned about my water heater.
If your concern is of a serious nature, press 1. If it's more of a frivolous matter, press 2.
Doesn't even make sense.
Just press 1 or 2.
Fine.
Fine. What are you so concerned about?
My water heater's like 15 years old, and I'm worried it might...
Oh, this is exciting. Has it burst yet?
Well, no, but...
Only a matter of time. Hey, everyone, 15-year-old water heater, place your bets.
Are you laying odds on when my tank will fail?
Have to make this call interesting somehow.
This would never happen at Frank Gay.
True enough. So, $10 buy-in. What's your guess?
Guess I should have called Frank Gay.
When you need a new water heater, it's no time to gamble. You want your problem fixed fast before it turns into a bigger one. That's the Frank Gay way.
I've got a side bet he'll hang up and call Frank Gay in 3, 2, I win!
FrankGayServices.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH. C-A-S-H. Cash. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Filling in the gaps between the New York Times and World Star. This is the
If you miss any of the show, if you would like to get the podcast, it's available for free right there on the newsjunkie.com. So do make your way over there. And Sabrina Seelane, we talked, I don't know if it was yesterday or
Did you
the
see
day
my
before?
text that I sent you during the break?
No, what happened? What's going on?
I was just on this guy's website.
Oh, were you really?
Yes.
Oh, no way. Okay, that's interesting.
We had him, like, we were setting him up during the break, and I saw his shirt, and I was like, oh my gosh, I still have this tab open. I was like curious and looking at this, and I was like, I wonder if there's anything that I could really piss off my wife with.
Nope.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, so here's what's going on. We talked, Sabrina, on the show recently about how some of those Red Lobster locations are RIP and they're closing down. And the guy we got with us, Neil Sherman, is kind of in the center of this in the strangest way. And we'll explain this in a second. Neil, can you hear us? Are you with us?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right,
glad to be here, Sean.
All right, Neil, right now, busy day for you because I'm on your website, TagX Brands. Is that how I say it, TagX?
Yes.
Okay, TagX Brands, and it says the largest restaurant equipment auction ever. As of today, select Red Lobster locations are closed. On our restaurant equipment marketplace, we're auctioning off 50-plus locations across the country. These auctions are winner takes all, meaning each winner will receive the entire contents of the Red Lobster location they've been.
What does that include?
Like the whole shebang, I guess. And tell us how this came about. How did we end up here, Neil?
My life as a liquidator of restaurant equipment, or this particular Red Lobster?
This particular one. But yeah, I mean, let's start there. How did you get into the business of when these places go belly up, you end up selling off the locations?
Well, first of all, I'm honored to be on your show. I appreciate the opportunity. It is amazing to follow the guy who played Jesus from the other day, because people have referred to me as the Dr. Kevorkian of the restaurant industry.
Not good.
Everybody's got a role. Everybody's got a role in life. The three of you, bridge the gap of real world data, and we kind of help clean things out. So we've been in business almost 40 years. We're based in upstate New York, near your Rochester affiliate.
Mm-hmm.
We operate out of an old Army depot that's 1,000 acres, and we started by managing. Yeah, we started by managing kiosks in the supermarket.
Wow.
And every time we'd show up, they'd ask us to get rid of whatever wasn't working. And I was like, I'm no junk guy. We're marketing people. And then long story short, they asked us to get rid of it. We did, and brought them proceeds. And they said, listen, we got more stuff. And 37 years later, we're the largest aftermarket of restaurant food service.
That's crazy. So you're the guy when restaurants come to you, it's a tough time in their cycle because they're probably done for. They're shutting down, but they got to find somebody to get rid of the stuff, all the stuff that's left over. And so for years, I'm assuming you've been the person who goes there and sells the leftovers. What's the craziest deal that somebody has gotten that you can think of as a result of selling this kind of stuff off?
The craziest deal, well, C-Lane can get the contents of a Red Lobster. That would be crazy. I don't know if he'd show up the following day when it gets delivered. But I think, we've done things outside the restaurant food service business. We've sold morgues. We've sold the governor of Maryland's yacht and jet. But in the restaurant food service business, I think it's entire contents of restaurants that are, marquee restaurants in every market of the country. So it's people have a certain passion for them, sentimental reasons, got engaged there, at graduation.
So what am I getting if I win the auction for an entire Red Lobster location?
Buddy, I don't have time to list this off to you, but...
oh, is it really that much?
Bar refrigerator, bar stools, beer dispenser, booths, broil box, those are just the B's. Chairs, wood, charbroiler, coffee maker, convection oven, conveyor oven, cube ice machines, dunnage rack, food warmers. I mean, I'm not
What about
even...
the tank? You get the tank with the lobsters.
You get that. You get that also.
Wow.
Sabrina.
My God. This is a setup right here. This is good. And people go to the website, tagxbrands.com, and you can see what's going on because it's the largest restaurant equipment auction ever.
Neil, what goes into making the choice to just sell everything in one big lot rather than piecing it out? Is it just you want to get it over with, or do you think that it's going to fetch like a better price?
So it's a function of time, lead time. Oftentimes, most of our auctions are lot based. So there might be 150 lots in a given restaurant, or a couple hundred lots from one of our warehouses around the country. And in this case, it was just an issue of time and simplicity. And mostly the people that buy are either people that bring the equipment to their shop, refurb it, sell it to the local restaurant, or it's entrepreneurial restaurateurs. Instead of, this equipment ending up in a landfill, we take a lot of pride that it gets sold to somebody else, and, the independent operator can buy something at a deep, deep discount.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Well, you mentioned, Neil, you said when you're selling off these Red Lobster locations and everything that is in them, you have to take delivery of this the next day. That seems like that's going to be hard for some of these folks because that's a big, giant delivery. Do you have to go yourself and get everything out of the location?
That's the deal. You buy it, you have a responsibility for picking it up. So as a result of that, it's a situation where people have to know what they're doing.
Only it came with a truck.
Yeah, right.
Yep. Came with a truck and people.
Yeah.
So, Serena, I'm sure C-Lane will get you to help him clear out the one he's going to bid on. So.
I'm sure it could fit in the Mazda 6.
Even with all the deals, even with the amount of stuff, it's a little steep for my taste.
What are they going for right now, C-Lane? Can you see the bids?
The entire contents of this Red Lobster, which, judging by the address, is the location that's closest to the Florida Mall.
Okay.
And the current bid, the current person who's going to receive everything is going to pay $25,301 for it.
That's a steal, though.
It really is a steal.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like the kitchen equipment alone is probably worth twice that. And I think to Neil's point,
how often does this happen?
Well, as you know, the radio business is a very stable business. Restaurant business very chaotic. And so restaurants fail at an incredible rate. So we have closures going on all the time, not of this magnitude and not of this brand. I mean, the amazing thing is the people that are emotionally tied to the brand, which is, sad. The silver lining for the employees, because we have a lot of empathy for them, is that there were other chains lining up in these closed locations when it was announced on Monday to offer them jobs at Applebee's and Denny's and IHOPs and all that. But the customers are like ticked off. The biscuits are not going to be in their location in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin, or Redding, California. And we have nothing to do with that. So.
Yeah, you got to take the flack there, I guess, right? Yeah. So all these auctions are going on. Look, there's a whole list of them. There's tons of these Red Lobsters that Neil is.
They're live now.
Yeah, they're selling these off over at tagxbrands.com. That's tagexbrands.com. And everybody tomorrow, tomorrow's going to be a crazy day for you if all of these things have to be orchestrated tomorrow.
Indeed. Indeed. So the auction site itself, Sean, is called restaurantequipment.bid, BID, like an auction.
Okay.
TagX is the parent company, but you can get there either way. But yes, everything has to be out tomorrow. And they're basically all over the country. I think there's 21 states that they're in right now. But we have these things going on an ongoing basis. Sabrina asked the question, there's restaurants opening and closing. There's, it's a passionate industry. So it's
but I'm
a lot
sure
of
that
chaos.
works out for people with the dream of opening up a restaurant that could, get this equipment that would be a lot more expensive, brand new.
Yeah, this is a godsend for those folks, for sure.
Indeed, it could be, you said the equipment package itself for usual casual dining, whether it be an Applebee's or an Olive Garden or something like that, could be $500,000 new. And so many of these items that are the movable equipment is an opportunity to take out.
My God. Well, one thing that I think of when I look at a job like yours, Neil, is I talked on the radio a lot of times about my family in Vermont, and they owned the garbage truck service for the area. And all my uncles, as a result of it, would pick up all these amazing things. They would collect things over the years. You're doing this with all of these locations. Have you got like a collection of stuff that went through the system that you were like, nah, I'm keeping this one. This is mine.
Yeah. Well, C-Lane talks about how his wife reacts. So after almost 40 years of being married, she is not so happy when I find the next barbecue that I have to have.
Oh,
so, yeah, but we sold our house. We raised our kids, and the only thing that the guy buying it put on the criteria was all the barbecues had to convey. And so that really just ripped my heart out. Take a kid, take something else, but just leave the barbecues. So I'm now repopulating. This is my empty nester stage of barbecue.
There you go. All right, Neil, we appreciate it. Neil Sherman from TagX Brands, and good luck to you.
Thanks, Neil.
Man.
Thanks to you all. I appreciate what you do. Thanks.
All right, there he goes, Neil from TagX, and that's over again at TagX, TAGEX brands.com, the largest restaurant equipment auction ever, which is insane. See, where did you see this, in a news story? Did you just happen to click on it?
I saw it this morning, and I heard them talking about it on GDO when they were like, oh, here's how you can get stuff from the Red Lobster if you want it. And I was like, wait a second. And I went back earlier and found the article, and I was like, I wonder what they got on there. What I didn't expect was that it was like, there's one auction for everything.
Yeah. But everything in the whole Red Lobster.
I just wanted to get a soda fountain or something.
But $25,000 is not bad for all of that stuff.
Yeah.
The problem is you're now the person. Here you go. Here's all the stuff. You got to get 12 people tomorrow. You got to get a moving truck. You got to fill that truck up with everything that's in that location and find some place to store it.
The person who thrives on something like this is like the people who would go to like the storage wars. And
That's exactly
auction
what
off
it
those
is.
things.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Because plus you got to hope for the best, because I don't even know if you can go through the Red Lobster and see what you're buying.
No, never watched Storage Wars, Sabrina?
No, I have. It was just funny to hear you make that noise.
Yeah. It would be a pain in the ass to sell all this stuff off, but you would do okay.
There is a list of, let me go back to the Orlando auction. There's a list of all the things that they have. And it's like a bunch of lobby seats, 4 microwave ovens. Oh, imagine that. 4 microwaves. A mixer, a chopper slicer, a pasta cooker, more counters and tables, salad display dispenser, salad, saute range, saute.
Everything.
Like all the merch. There has to be one Red Lobster that had the Red Lobster mascot costume.
Yeah, they have stuff like that. Yes. Yeah. And anything that's in between those walls is yours. You get all of the stuff, and then you just got to find out what to do with it next. All right. We want to hear from you. Send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. Meanwhile, over at ABC, GMA, that's Good Morning America. And I guess the executives at ABC, not too happy with one of the guys who's on the program. They say GMA 3. I didn't know they were up to Good Morning America 3, but this is the guy who replaced TJ Holmes. Which was the worst handled controversy in Good Morning America in some time.
Thriving.
Oh God, yeah. All right, hold on. I gotta bring this up.
Take a look at
this guy. All he's trying to do is ride his bike.
Yeah, that's it.
And they said the highest levels of Good Morning America,
buddy,
have been brought into this. The executives have been discussing, like, he's putting these photos of him in these bike shorts online.
You could see everything, man.
But he's just wearing bike shorts. He's not doing anything wrong necessarily. He wants to go on a bike ride.
He got the picture taken of himself. And he looked at it and he's like, posted.
Yes.
You could see, you could see all the details.
There's another one, too.
It's not just the bulge. It's the crevices. It's the...
I think this one might be a little more out there. But this is the problem. Women, you're out there wearing yoga pants all over the place.
Click on it.
Oh, please, and Sean, don't even try,
If we decide,
man.
If we want to put on some biking shorts and go for a bike on a specialized mountain bike.
I love how you say we.
Everybody, well, I'm part of the crew, too.
No, you're not.
I might hop on one of those.
All right, go ahead and put your biker shorts on then.
It's not his fault that the equipment is tight and snug in there.
There's
just
so many other short options.
Can you imagine, though, at ABC News or like Good Morning America behind the scenes, executives are gathering to talk about this?
Oh, of course.
Like, we're going to fire the guy because of his bike shorts?
No, but he's going to get a stern talking to.
Let's say,
please
look,
watch
son.
the details of your peen.
We talked about Modern Family earlier. There's an episode exactly like this on Modern Family where Cam likes wearing the bike shorts, and his husband is like, I have to have somebody tell him not to. I can't be the one to convey that he can't wear these. I have to have somebody else do this. And same exact scenario played out there. Guys just trying to wear some biker shorts. Are they a little revealing? Yes, they are.
They're a lot of revealing.
There's a chain. What is that called?
What?
Somebody said, Kurt says on YouTube, the news junkie, cycling shorts have integrated chamois pad that covers your junk and butt crack.
Oh,
I don't know if this
does
has
not
it.
have it.
No, you can see a lot more on this. I'll put it up on See It Now for those who are interested in taking a peek at what's going on with this
You can't tell
gentleman.
if he's circumcised.
I can't see that.
Yes, you can.
No.
I'll zoom in. You guys want me to go there?
Yes.
All right, I'm going in. Crotch gate. We're going in.
The other one, the other picture.
That's as far as I can get in on that one. I can't really see anything identifiable.
The other picture
you know what I mean?
has the helmet.
All right. I'm in. I'm in pretty far.
Helmet.
I can't really see it. I just see that there's obviously something there. You can see that the guy has genitals because he's not Ken. He's not a Ken doll. He's got something there. He's just trying to ride his bike and enjoy his life.
What's the man camel toe called? I think there's a different
Mammal
word
toe.
for it.
I don't know what the name is.
Mammal toe would be the easiest way. By the way, you lucked out getting the New York Post version of this story. Is that where you are? Because I'm on TMZ, and you
keeps going back to the crop.
You scroll down, and it's like, guess the celeb bulge.
Oh, Celine, your screen right now.
3 shirtless men with bulging penises. Thanks, TMZ.
Right. Well, we'll pop that up in all its glory.
Popped up.
See it now. Go take a look. You tell us if you think this guy was in the wrong for wearing these biker shorts. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. Send us a dispatch right now. When we return, we've been waiting forever, and we'll still have to wait a little bit longer. What's this all about? You're going to want to hear this. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Later today on the Jim Colbert Show, we'll get your weekend plans in order with Date Night Done Right with our friend Danny Meyering. Then a special Thursday edition of Primetime Kitchen with Fayez Cara to see where you might want to eat. We'll also have your chance to win tickets to see Sammy Hagar, plus 4 shots to win $1,000.
The Jim Colbert Show, today at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's a disabled truck partially blocking the left lane on I-4 westbound between Lake Mary Boulevard and State Road 434, and slowdowns on the off-ramp from the Greenway southbound to Colonial Drive, intersection backups where Vine Street meets John Young Parkway, and delays on the Beach Line eastbound between Florida's Turnpike and Sand Lake Road. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Batteries Plus. Batteries Plus offers a wide array of battery and lighting solutions, along with key fob programming and expert phone repair, with locally owned stores in your neighborhood as well as commercial accounts to power your business. Power on with Batteries Plus. Visit one of their 700-plus locations today.
Discover a career that matters at the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. Be part of an innovative team delivering world-class health care and benefits to America's veterans.
Enjoy robust benefits, work-life balance, and career development opportunities. Join a diverse and inclusive community that values your unique background and skills. A community where nearly 1 in 3 of your colleagues are veterans themselves. Apply now at vacareers.va.gov.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's starting with the woots. And now a speech.
I just want to say that friendship is about heart and brain. Who's with me?
Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
And my brain is saying, when it's time to go home, somebody call me a ride.
Love that guy.
Me too.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
May is here, and that means Florida's intense summer is right around the corner. With new windows and doors from Renewal by Andersen, you can cut back on energy usage, boost your home's curb appeal, and increase your comfort. Renewal by Andersen makes that transition so easy for you thanks to a selection of beautiful, functional replacement windows and doors. And their windows and doors are built solid. That's because Renewal by Andersen's exclusive Fibrex product is chic, tough, easy to maintain, and twice as strong as vinyl. Renewal by Andersen specializes in energy-efficient, custom-built replacement windows and doors. So save money while beautifying your home with Renewal by Andersen. Now through the end of May, buy 2 windows and or patio doors and get the third 60% off. Plus 0 money down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 1 year. They're locally owned and operated, and everything is made in the USA. Go to rbafla.com for complete details. Some restrictions apply. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, license number CGC 1527613.
Todd Rundgren Live. Me, We 2024 Tour. Friday, May 24th, the Plaza Live. On sale now at AX.
$1,200. Don't wait till it's too late. Call Everything Breaks now before something else breaks. For as little as $1 a day, Everything Breaks can cover it all. Appliances, plumbing, air conditioning, home electronics, including cell phones and more. Everything Breaks covers repairs your insurance doesn't, saving you hundreds, even thousands on unexpected repair bills. Call Everything Breaks now before something else breaks. Call for your free quote. Call 855-865-SAVE. That's 855-865-SAVE.
Get it all covered your way, 'cause everything breaks.
Limitations and exclusions apply. See plan terms and conditions for details. Coverage not available in all states. Actual savings may vary based on the coverage plan and repairs needed. Call 855-865-SAVE. Online at goeverythingbreaks.com.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just 1 dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
We used to argue about whose turn it was to clean the gutters, but then I had Leaf Filter gutter protection installed.
Wait, I told you Leaf Filter had free inspections and estimates and a lifetime guarantee.
Meaning we never have to argue about whose turn it is to clean the gutters again.
But I visited leaffilter.com/beacon first.
No, I did.
It doesn't matter who. Visit leaffilter.com/beacon to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off today.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. 1 discount per household.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
Kick off your summer with iHeart 80s. Rewind to a decade in music that defined a generation. From Madonna to Michael musical. And more. iHeart 80s goes commercial-free all Memorial Day weekend and every weekend. Open the free iHeart app, search iHeart 80s, and start listening now. iHeart Radio. Free never sounded so good.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH. C-A-S-H. Cash. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
No one's really sure what all C-Lane's buttons actually do. This is the news.
Just toss this guy to the wolves. Honestly, over to chat. What do you think should the punishment be for this dude who crashed into the bus that killed all these farm workers, and at least
Are
8
all
are
of them
dead?
dead?
Eight are dead.
Geez.
8 are dead
Far
and
more
in critical condition.
There's a lot more injured. Many more injured because of this guy who had a long history of DUIs and was
leaving the scene of car accidents.
Yes, and was intoxicated at the time of the accident. This is the dude right here. His name's Brian Howard, and you can see he got the crazy vest on, and his head's all wrapped up at this court hearing. He's got 8 counts of DUI manslaughter. The arrest report says he smoked marijuana oil with a friend the night before. That's probably would have been worn off. And he took RX meds like Klonopin, Lyrica, and Clonidine around midnight. So he took a bunch of pills, and the pills are what did you in here. I would guess that I don't know what they call it, but like how long the drugs last. When it comes to marijuana, it's probably gone out of your system by the time this accident hits, or at least the effects that it's actually actively having on you. But those prescription medications, certainly Klonopin, can put you out of it for a while, and he's behind the wheel, and he's smashing into this bus full of these Mexican farm workers here in Florida.
A blood alcohol level at all? Or
Let me see.
Pills?
I don't know. Let's see. It says, a man with a long record of dangerous driving told investigators he smoked marijuana oil and took prescription drugs hours before.
He smoked marijuana oil, even.
He sideswiped a bus, killing 8 Mexican farm workers and injuring dozens more. And here's a problem that we have here. Because these folks were Mexican farm workers, they very well could be in this country illegally, right? And the company that was employing them is now hesitant to interact with the police and assist them in their investigation.
But they did say that they all had paperwork.
Some of them they did, but there's more to it than that. It says, Brian McLean Howard, 41, this is the bad guy. He pleaded not guilty to driving under the influence and manslaughter, but remained jailed without bond. Good. Florida Highway Patrol said he drove his 2001 Ford pickup into the center line on a 2-lane road and struck the bus, causing it to veer off the road, strike a tree, and flip over.
It's devastating. I mean,
the seasonal farm workers were on their way early in the morning to harvest watermelon at this farm northwest of Orlando, Florida, in a rural area of rolling hills with numerous horse farms and abundant fruit and vegetable fields. The Mexican consulate in Orlando was working to support the victims, meeting some at a hotel in Gainesville, they said. Juan Sabines, the Mexican consul in Orlando, told Spanish language news all 7 workers, 3 of whom were in critical condition, remained hospitalized as of Wednesday afternoon. So you still got 3 in critical condition and 8 dead. It may end up that there's double digits of dead people as a result of this complete asshole and his actions. And somebody who should have been in jail with a long history of doing this very thing, drinking, driving, and driving dangerously at that. Clearly not held to account for anything he did prior to this massacre here.
And I imagine, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I know this is in the listening area, at the time that it was and where it was, it's not like this was... It doesn't seem like a lot of traffic all the time. Like it...
No.
Almost for lack of a better phrase, went out of his way to cause this car accident. Like, it was very avoidable.
I think he crossed the line.
You drive
know what I mean?
straight, you know?
Yeah. I think he was so messed up that his car veered over the line into the bus's lane, and then the bus, like, smashes into him and then goes off into the woods. And who knows what state.
That sucks, man.
You saw the bus afterwards, right? Like, it was
Destroyed.
really messed up. It was destroyed. He also said inspectors from the Wage and Hour Division for the U.S. Department of Labor were performing inspections at the work site. A lot of people don't know this is like the underbelly kind of thing in our economy. They have these workers who want so desperately to feed their families and are so desperate for the quest after the American dream. They wake up before the sun rises, before you're up likely, and they get on these buses with a whole bunch of other people just like them, and they head over to pick watermelons all day long in the hot summer. It's a hot summer sun that's just baking them as they're doing this. It's a world that most of us, we don't even have to see because we just go get the watermelon from the Publix, right? We go to the grocery store, we just pick up the watermelon. And now they said the 44-year-old bus
it's already
driver
all nice and cut up for me.
The bus driver was a Mexican man but had a visa to be in the country. They said what he needs the most immediate help with is mental health because obviously the bus driver is wrecked over what happened here.
I'm sure it was traumatizing for anybody. I mean, just like
anybody on the bus.
It's so sad. It really is. And I imagine a lot of these, if not all of the workers, or they're just trying to make money for their families to send money back home.
Yeah.
You know? And it's the daily routine just to be ruined by some asshole.
Right. This guy who couldn't think about anybody other than himself. In fact, in the pickup truck driver's arrest report, state troopers said Howard had bloodshot and watery eyes and slurred speech after the crash.
And bloody. Did you see his mugshot? It was like blood everywhere.
And he said he didn't remember the crash.
Oh, okay.
When they went over to him. One of the most obnoxious things in life to me is that when you're drinking and driving and you're involved in an accident, the drunk driver is far more likely to escape without serious injury than the person that he's or she is running into and hitting, because your body goes limp when you're drunk like this, and you can live through just absolutely horrific accidents. It's one of those just unfortunate things. You wish that it would have taken out this guy and nobody on the bus would have been affected by it, right? But this is the reality of life. So this guy, for all I care, throw him behind bars for the rest of his life. Don't even give him the death penalty. It's too good. Let him just eke out every last remaining day, knowing he can't get drunk, knowing he's not going to be able to drive his car around anymore and cause chaos, knowing that he can't have any more Klonopin, can't have his marijuana oil, he can't have anything. Just lock him up for the rest of his days, and I hope they're a lot longer than they would have been otherwise. There he goes. What do you think? Tell us. Go to thenewsjunkie.com right now. It's coming back. It's coming back.
Finally.
Not real soon.
I've been waiting.
The Last of Us Season 2, they're talking about it.
God.
They just released some promo photos, but it's like, it's still 2025.
I know.
It's like, what are we doing here?
It's going to be so awesome.
Hey, they started filming in February, though.
That gives me plenty of time to play both games 3 to 4 more times.
That is crazy, man.
Okay, so Last of Us is going to have a lot of, is going to need some time for like some CG, right?
Sure.
Some effects. What about that Apple show that
that he was obsessed with? The Silo?
Which one? Oh, Silo?
No, not Silo. The one with Adam Scott.
Separation or
Severance.
Severance.
That I thought was announced to be coming back.
Yeah,
but they had like a 1-second teaser and then an Apple thing.
Yeah, and like a picture of Adam Scott on the set of them filming it. But like,
this is the thing. I think that they're doing it on purpose at this point. Maybe not Last of Us. That's an intricate show. There's a lot to it. But when it comes to your Severance, like if they wait 2 years, they assume everyone's got to watch the last season to catch up or refresh themselves. So those are their numbers. And then they release the other season. It's a vicious cycle.
Long.
And we're just zombies to it.
Why would you start in February filming and you can't get it out until the next year? The strike is over.
Do you know how this works?
It shouldn't take that long. I know that you could start a production even as big as this, and if you film it in February, you should be able to release it the same year. You should be able to get all the editing done in the same year. It doesn't take a year I'm saying from the beginning of like starting a season, they should be able to get if you start in February and you can't release it before December, your timeline sucks. It's like way, way slow. And I think this is going to be like a hop forward in their timeline anyways. By the way,
it's going right into the Last of Us 2.
By the way, because I see where some of you are going in the chat on this thing, Mexico's Foreign Relations Secretary confirmed that an unspecified number of those on this bus were Mexican citizens. Some of them did have visas, but I don't think all of them did. So the victims are the important thing here. Here's one of them, 20 years old. Jesus, man. Just a young guy.
They say
31 years old.
The oldest that was on the bus and passed away was 31.
God, that absolutely sucks. I hope that guy never sees the sun again. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get to jury duty. That is on the way. What's happening in all the cases we've been following? That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
You know you can always text us, unless you're driving, at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings Fantasy.
Golf's second major of the year is now underway. The PGA Championship is being played at Valhalla in Louisville, Kentucky. Orlando City SC is headed out on the road after they played Lionel Messi-less Inter Miami to a draw last night. Lions will visit San Jose. That one's Saturday. And the Buccaneers will play 3 primetime games during the upcoming season, starting with a Thursday night clash with Atlanta in October. I'm Scott Davidson.
Check out what DraftKings has to offer this season with code SPORTS, because life's more fun when you're in on the action. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Age and eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, "Navage is the best thing I bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing." Or this one, "I use Navage every night. Could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats, and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better." Unquote. Those are 2 of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
We used to argue about whose turn it was to clean the gutters, but then I had leaf filter gutter protection installed.
Wait, I told you Leaf Filter had free inspections and estimates and a lifetime guarantee.
Meaning we never have to argue about whose turn it is to clean the gutters again.
But I visited leaffilter.com/beacon first.
No, I did.
It doesn't matter who. Visit leaffilter.com/beacon to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off today.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. 1 discount per household.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed. Oh, yeah? Yeah, he's starting with the woots. And now a speech.
I just want to say that friendship is about heart and brain. Who's with me?
Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
And my brain is saying, when it's time to go home, somebody call me a ride.
Love that guy.
Me too.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank and Celtic Bank, members FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. Are you the decision maker in your company? Consider this. For the first time in decades, there's a better option for a corporate card and spend management platform. Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management system designed to help you spend less money so you can make more. Most corporate credit cards offer points as incentives, but those points amount to less than their worth in real cash value. Ramp's business cards offer you cash back, real money in your pocket. Plus, you control who spends what with each vendor. And Ramp software collects and verifies receipts automatically, which means you'll stop wasteful spending and close your books in hours instead of days. Businesses that use Ramp add up to 5% to their bottom line the first year. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp for free. Just go to ramp.com/free. Ramp.com/free. ramp.com/free.
Memorial Day starts now at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. No need to wait. Get 0% APR financing on new Nissans with no payments till next year. Rush to Sutherland Nissan Orlando. Click OrlandoNissan.com. Home of the lifetime warranty. On select models, see dealer for details.
Tommy Mello here, owner of A1 Garage Door Service. Springtime savings are here, and now is the perfect time to service your garage. Replacing the bottom rubber on your garage door can have a huge impact on the number of bugs you see in your garage and in your home.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. It's been about a year now. I've been telling you about Life Imaging FLA. Why have you not gone? It's a free heart scan. And you know what? Early detection of heart disease and of cancer is a game changer in terms of treatment and outcome. Let's do it. Let's go get that scan. I did it. It takes less than 6 minutes, and now I have peace of mind. They've helped save the lives of 4 of my friends and dozens and dozens of our listeners who found out they had heart blockage they had no idea about, and also cancer they had no idea about. This is a game changer, and you might as well do it. Take care of it now. Go to Life Imaging FLA. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan, and you'll be connected in seconds. This is a value of $699. There's a few minimum requirements, but this is a game changer and an awesome thing to do. It's Life Imaging FLA. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan, and you'll be connected in seconds. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia. Ask them about the cancer screening as well. Super important. Life Imaging FLA.
Kick off your summer with iHeart80s. iHeart80s goes commercial-free all Memorial Day weekend and every weekend. Open the app.
Wow, a vegan and a meat lover taco bar? Jill, you're the best.
Oh, all I did was use EasyCater.
Take the credit, Jill.
Well, I guess I sort of...
Take it.
Invented taco bars.
Too far, Jill. Too far. EasyCater has everything you need to make food for work, work. 100,000 restaurants, one platform. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today.
Does every mother count? Because not every mother survives. Last year, in the U.S. alone, 1,200 moms died from complications of pregnancy and childbirth, and the risk of dying is 3 times greater for Black women in the U.S. compared to white women, making the U.S. one of the most dangerous high-resource countries in the world to give birth. Join Every Mother Counts at everymothercounts.org to help ensure that everyone has timely access to quality, respectful, and equitable maternity care. If we all come together, we can ensure that every mother really does count.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
A safe haven of sorts for all of the 95%ers.
And also, we'll hear from you momentarily here on the show. We got some dispatches that have been sitting there ready to go, and certainly we'll play them before too long. I got a haul ass right after the show today. Got to go over and we got to rent a car and everything. We're headed up to, we're going to go to Savannah tonight.
Oh, have you ever been?
No, I've never been. So if there's any places that we should, we're only going to be there. It'll make sense in a second, but not for long.
Sure.
And we're going through there. Savannah is very expensive hotels-wise. I did not realize that it was so pricey.
Did you?
I looked around from $250 to $350 for a lot of the places there. I don't know if something's going on. Yeah, yeah. It's a little more expensive.
You guys still know a person.
Yeah,
guys.
That's true.
Maybe just
They definitely, would use that one. But
I never think about this stuff until afterwards.
I think about it like even when I don't have a trip planned.
Mm-hmm.
I think about that one person that is being spoken of right now. Not that person. Sea Lane's wife.
Might as well just say it.
Anyways,
right?
Savannah is wonderful, and I will definitely send you some places they can go at least eat. And it's a cool spot to walk around. It's like you're stepping into a museum.
Is it a place where if I don't have a reservation, I'm going to be screwed over? Because we're just like popping in. We're there tonight from like 7 to, till we go to sleep. In the morning, we have to head to South Carolina for my sister's funeral. And then after everything is done, because I got to handle some stuff tomorrow, like for most of the day in South Carolina. Then we're going to head back and have Friday night in the same place. So
in Savannah?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
we're going to be there 2 nights technically, but only for very short periods of time.
And not consecutive nights.
No, yeah. And then we're just going to blast out of there after that.
Is there something going on in Savannah?
I don't know. It's pricey. Yeah, whatever is happening, it's not cheap.
Let's see. I there's a couple in the historic district in downtown for $180. I can get you.
I'm already in. I already paid for it.
Oh.
So, yeah. I'm not. I didn't get a deal, unfortunately.
I'll tell you what. It's a decent drive, like straight shot, and
it's really fun when you just got married and you're still pretty hungover.
Yeah, it's very boring, but then when you cross over the Georgia line, there's like some pretty stuff to look at, and then Savannah itself is beautiful, haunted AF.
Is it really?
Oh yeah, full of them ghosts.
Even it'll be interesting.
South Carolina.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to kind of.
I don't know. This is a weird thing where I'm like, forget for a second why you're going, and it's like,
okay.
You see all these things.
No, it's okay. It's all right. I just we're gonna knock that out this weekend, so we figured we might as well see Savannah and stop on the way because I don't really like to drive, and to get all the way to where my sister is buried is about 8.5 hours, and I don't know about you guys, but that's too long for me.
What are y'all renting? Tesla auto drive?
No, we got like a fancy SUV, like a BMW or something like that. Not bad, good deal on it.
Courtney's driving, right?
No, she never drives on the long trips. I have to drive the whole time.
Oh man,
yeah.
She watches her shows or something.
10 hours to get there.
Yeah, we'll be streaming some stuff, and she'll be in charge of that. She knows what to do, man. I got out there. She's like, I got 8 bottles of water for us. She's got the whole thing planned. She's ready to go.
Sweet lady.
Question, and if I'm overstepping, feel free to just tell me to shut up. Were you asked to speak?
No.
At the service?
No, it's not really like that necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
We did what's called a direct to burial. So she's already been buried, and it's just a small group of people who are going to meet at her actual gravesite for a short period of time, and then go. My sister didn't want a big funeral, and the one thing she was sure about was that she hated the state of Florida, and she did not want to be buried there. She was like flat out, and ran into one of the issues because one of the options was going to be to bury her next to my mother and my father, but they are in such a tiny little cemetery in Vermont. I think it's like Stowe. No, it's not Stowe, Vermont. It's Georgia, Vermont, is where my parents are buried. And the place in Georgia, Vermont, where my parents are buried, the cemetery is full. They're done. There's no more. There's nothing else they could do. It's that small of a place, and so anyway.
Well, now they can focus on correcting some of those wrong birthdays and all the stuff they got going on.
That's brutal. Still to this day, my dad's date of death, I think they screwed up.
Oh, that's the one it was.
Yeah, on his plaque there or whatever, tombstone. Well, they don't call them tombstones anymore. Actually, it's like every other word you could possibly use because that one's bad, I think. Okay, let's get away from all of this.
I think the pizza company ruined that.
Go ahead and blame them. Let's get into it. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention. Before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass, you're now on jury duty. with the News Junkie.
Jury Duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, and go to justcallmo.com.
Guys,
After an accident?
I'm not proud of this, but I'm on my second corn cup now. I just feel
What happened? What a turnaround.
It's good corn.
Bradshaw, like tomorrow is just going to be a toilet of corn.
Celia went from going, it's just a big old barrel of corn.
It was weird to come to work to a big old, not suspecting a very large bucket of corn. And now I'm like, this is pretty good corn, man.
Damn corn's pretty good. It's good stuff.
I'm going to go for number 3.
Whoa.
All right, 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. Just don't do it in a Whole Foods. Let's get into a couple of the stories that are poking their ugly head. Nothing new, really, in the Trump case, because that one is on ice on Wednesdays, I believe. There is a story. New Yorkers are fighting back, finally. I don't know if these folks are going to get charged. I sure hope they're not. There was a man who tried to ambush a couple who were walking their dog down a Queens street in New York City. And when they did this, the 37-year-old assailant crept up behind the couple as they strolled with their little dog, and the man tosses his coat on the ground, pounces on them, and starts beating the hell out of these folks.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. No reason out of nowhere. Again, just like mentally ill weirdo who's attacking people. But the other people who watched, some passersby, they said, nope, enough's enough. And they started attacking this guy. And they stabbed him multiple times.
Okay.
And they held the guy down, and the cops ended up coming.
Stabbed him?
Yeah. The cops ended up coming, but it was too late. They have not made any arrests, but they're looking for 2 perpetrators who they believe were involved. And we'll have to see if those folks end up getting arrested. We are going to take a very quick break. And when we come back, we got to talk about the updates on this big fight that's on the horizon. Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. It's getting weird, and there's some things that we need to discuss. I want to see what you think about it. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Support the arts and local artists at the Orlando Fringe Festival with over 150 shows happening now through May 27th. Get more info at orlandofringe.org.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
A disabled truck is partially blocking the left lane, causing delays on I-4 westbound between Lake Mary Boulevard and State Road 434. On I-4, you could expect your regular delays before Champions Gate between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. There's slowdowns on the beach line eastbound between Florida's Turnpike and Sand Lake Road, and intersection backups where Vine Street meets John Young Parkway. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I've got a leaking...
To leave us a testimonial saying how happy you are with our service, press 1.
But you haven't even...
For all other inquiries, please hang up.
Wait, what?
Hang up and call Frank Gay. We're busy watching the game.
You know what? I think I will.
When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Pizza's here. Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
This Military Appreciation Month, Navy Federal Credit Union wants to celebrate our members who go above and beyond every single day. That's why we thought you might want to hear some special thank you messages from your friends and family.
I want to give a shout out to my brother AZ1 Archie Castillo.
Hi, I want to give a shout out to my friend Colin, who's currently serving in the Army. Thanks for all you do. Happy Military Appreciation Month.
And from all of us here, happy Military Appreciation Month. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA.
If it's time for you to get some new windows, reach out to Mike the Home Builder and his team of professionals at the Home Builders Network. Let me tell you what you will get when Mike takes care of you. Great quality windows, great installation, and great service, all for a fair price. What you won't get is a window company that moves into your house for 3 hours when they come in for the free estimate, pressuring you for the sale. Use someone local, someone you can trust. Go to myhomebuildersnetwork.com.
Paid actor portrayal.
Life can be so unpredictable. After losing my dad, it made me think about my family if something were to happen to me. I had heard about life insurance through Ethos and how easy it was to get coverage. They were right. In 10 minutes, I was covered. And boom, family protected.
Ethos fast and easy online term life insurance up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com.
Whether it's food for meetings or company events, EasyCater has everything you need to make food for work. And that means all you have to do is sit back and take credit.
Wow, a vegan and a meat lover taco bar? Jill, you're the best.
Oh, all I did was use EasyCater.
Take the credit, Jill.
Well, I guess I sort of...
Take it.
Invented taco bars.
Too far, Jill. Too far. EasyCater has everything you need to make food for work. 100,000 restaurants, one platform. Order 24/7 at easycater.com.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Do you think a tiny chip in your windshield is nothing to worry about? I'm Pascal with SafeLight. Sooner or later, every chip will crack. So don't wait. Schedule at safelight.com. We can come to you for free and repair that chip fast. And with most insurance, a chip repair is no cost to you. Don't let that tiny chip crack your whole windshield. Go to safelight.com for free mobile service. Conditions may apply.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BANK. B-A-N-K. Bank. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Real Radio. Real Radio.
Documenting and contributing to the decline in American culture. This
But first comes first. Yellow Jack on YouTube says, at the News Junkie, what is the deal with the cotton candy planet you mentioned yesterday? I don't think you ever got to that story. You're right, and thank you for calling me out. Thank you. I appreciate you calling me out on that. I want you guys to keep me on track here. I will get to the cotton candy planet story in a moment, but we have a couple other things to touch on, including the...
Never going to hear this cotton candy story.
Mike Tyson and Jake Paul story. I assure you cotton candy is on the way. But first, this...
We're all having cotton candy?
Now, we've been on quite a wild ride with the Washington Redskins. They determined that, and when I say they, I mean just whoever, determined that Redskins was offensive, so we can't have that. So we changed to the Washington football team.
Yes.
Right?
Which
And then everybody thought...
quirky and fun.
Yeah, for a while, people were like, that's the dumbest, most generic name ever. And then I was like, I don't know. It's kind of growing on me. The Washington football team, it has something about it I like.
I only liked it as a temporary name. I didn't think it should be like forever called the Washington football team. That is very generic and dumb. But I figured what they would do was pick a name that they stick with for a long time. Like focus group this thing out and make sure we don't pick something that's going to somehow be offensive later, which football team was. But what I liked is the idea that if you had a jersey from that season or two, was it just one season?
It was a couple of years, I thought, but I could be wrong about that.
If you had a jersey or merchandise that said the Washington football team, years from now, you could look back on it and be like, wow, this is from that time where they didn't have a name.
Yeah, because like collectible stuff from that short period of time. So then they changed it from the Washington Redskins, the Washington football team, to the Washington Commanders, which is kind of stupid. I don't like that one. It's not very exciting to me. And now, because we've seen a big shift here culturally, where people are like, I'm over the people being offended by everything. I'm over the policing of opinions that don't necessarily agree with. I'm over all of this nonsense. Like, there's a football player right now who gave a commencement speech, and I think he got like
ripped apart. What's his name? Buttlicker or something?
I can't remember. I could find it.
Prices have never been lower.
Hold on, let me bring this up. He's getting a bunch of heat right now, and he plays for an NFL team. And
he's a kicker. And all right, we're gonna have different opinions on this, I imagine.
Oh, maybe. Go ahead.
I mean, it's just it was awful. It was horrible. Like, the way that he went about it was just so misogynistic, and I think every bit of the ripping apart he's getting online is for good reason.
All right, here's the guy in question. He's the kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs. Harrison Butker is his name, and I think it's important. Let's hear this first, and then we'll talk about what's happening with him.
The women who have had the most diabolical lies told to you. How many of you are sitting here now, about to cross this stage, and are thinking about all the promotions and titles you are going to get in your career? Some of you may go on to lead successful careers in the world, but I would venture to guess that the majority of you are most excited about your marriage and the children you will bring into this world.
All right, this is at Benedictine
Perfectly
College.
timed, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is really perfectly timed. What Benedictine College, I'm just going to guess, is a religious college, but can somebody look it up just to see what that is? It's like some sort of private institution, because that kind of matters too. But
I can tell you that my beautiful wife, Isabel, would be the first to say that her life truly started when she began living her vocation as a wife and as a mother. By making it to this moment through all the adversity thrown your way from COVID, I hope you learned the important lessons that suffering in this life is only temporary. As a group, you witnessed firsthand how bad leaders who don't stay in their lane can have a negative impact on society. While COVID might have played a large role throughout your formative years, it is not unique. Bad policies and poor leadership have negatively impacted major life issues. Things like abortion, IVF, surrogacy, euthanasia, as well as a growing support for degenerate cultural values in media.
Oh, this is one of those dudes who's anti-IVF, which I still find to be such a weird stance.
And it's also like, you know, you're all here graduating after all these times, but the women, I think the most thing that you're going to look forward to, and what my wife loved the most, was her being a mom and a wife, and that's pretty much all she should be doing.
So, okay, so a lot of people disagree with this guy, people online. And they thought, like, you know, he shouldn't be saying this. And then they have a change.org petition, because we always do.
For what?
Calling for the Chiefs to dismiss their kicker, Harrison Butker, for what they said was making several dehumanizing remarks during his commencement speech at Benedictine College on May 11th. And he said stuff about women, Pride Month, COVID, abortion, more, whatever. The thing that is important, I think most people will be on board with this. If you don't agree with what the guy said, just say that. You don't have to go. We're not doing the thing afterwards anymore where you're like, the Chiefs should fire this guy because you don't agree with his opinion. Even if somebody's opinion is like bad, why should he not be a kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs? Just because you disagree with him.
They very well could fire him just because it's bad press, or they don't do anything about it, and the world continues on. I will say, well,
I don't think they will.
The was it the Chargers? They did like the release of the schedules for all the NFL teams this week, and typically comes along with like the teams do funny videos for it.
Yeah, this is a newer thing. There's like a little flair around the NFL schedule release, I guess.
And what team was it? But they did all Sims, like, you know, the computer game Sims.
Yeah,
talking about the different taking shots at the people that would be playing in the next season, and they put his ass like right in the kitchen as a Sim. And getting flowers and, you know, playing all the roles that he said women should have during his commencement speech.
I just think it's weird. Like, if some person gets up and gives a commencement speech, and they're like, Israel is committing war crimes and genocide in Gaza, and everybody's complicit and blah, blah, blah. And I'd be like, okay, I don't agree with this person. I'm not going to say that I don't want that person to graduate. I'm not going to say, like, I don't want that person to have a job. I think people, for the most part, are done with that. This is like weirdo online stuff. The guy is dumb. You disagree, right? So that's what we forgot how to do for a little while.
Strange commencement speech, though.
It's
Usually
a religious school. I think if you go to like what are the big religious schools? Brigham Young. What's the big Christian one?
William and Mary. No,
that one. But there's another one that when I was in Christian school, everybody's like, oh, everybody goes
one.
No, I don't think it was Texas, although I'm not positive where it was. But there was like one really big Christian college. And if you heard the speeches that they give at the commencement addresses there, I'm sure they're
Grand Canyon University?
No. Bob Jones. That's what it is. Bob Jones University was the one that I was thinking of, BJU. And if you heard the commencement addresses at those places, they're going to be done by people who are very religious. They're going to be stuff that is not at a traditional school's commencement address. It's going to be something that a lot of you probably disagree with, but that's fine. Disagree and then move on.
It's just just the idea, though, of this commencement speech is, or at least what I thought it was just like, encouraging words. Like you did it, and you get out there and you dance like no one's watching. It's like to dive into this, like the politics or the social justice issues where you're just trying to walk across the stage and get your diploma you've been working 4 to 5 years for. Yeah. And now it's turned into like, well, I know I'm going to go viral for this. So now I have to input stuff that really doesn't matter to the graduates. Like, give them life advice, even if it's generic, and then that's it.
Well, I would agree for the most part. I would think that, and I bet most of them are. Like, look, if you looked at every commencement address that was given this year, my gut tells me that most of them are like that. They're like, congratulations, graduates, and it's all like very, here's how you can do your best moving forward in your life. And then you get these outliers like this. But there's stupid people out there. Stupid people everywhere. There's people who disagree with you out there all over the place. We gotta understand that there are people with different opinions, and you got to exist with each other. That's important, I think. And I think a lot of people have done that. And we go back now to the Washington Redskins, then football team, then Commanders. And now here's what we have. A Montana senator who plays a key role in advancing a bill in Congress which would give D.C. control of the RFK site long-term for potential use as the site of a new Washington Commanders stadium, is demanding team ownership bring back the old Indian logo when the team was named the Redskins. This guy, who's a politician, who's in charge to a certain extent of whether or not they're going to get this Commanders stadium that they want, is like, here's what I want. I want the Redskins back.
Wow.
This says, an advance copy of remarks prepared for a hearing on the RFK legislation Wednesday, bubbly. They said they need to honor the pride, history, and heritage of the Blackfeet tribe, who are my constituents in Montana, for the tribe's contributions to the team's legacy. Dane said the old logo was based on the image of Chief Two Guns White Calf, a member of the Blackfeet tribe. And so make no mistake, this logo was inspired and envisioned by Wetzel as a tribute to Native Americans. It's not a caricature. It's a description of pride and strength, of courage and honor. He wants the Redskins back if they want a stadium. We'll see if that goes anywhere. Okay, cotton candy. I got to get it all done.
Sweet as gold. Look at us.
Didn't we just talk about that group yesterday?
Yeah.
They're making some appearances on this show. It's happening for them.
Can't wait.
All right, here's what's going down in space. All right, we got to try to keep you abreast of all the things on planet Earth, in space, and everywhere else where
royalty-free space.
We can keep ourselves.
Wait, like space? This. We're going to space?
Yeah, we're going to space. Scientists, friends, have discovered a large cotton candy-like planet with unusually low density. And they said the planet, according to astronomers, is larger than Jupiter, but really lightweight, similar to cotton candy. It's called WASP 193b.
Okay.
Terrible.
Sounds delicious.
We just call it cotton candy planet? That's way better. Astronomers say that this place is exceedingly low density for its size. The planet is basically super fluffy because it's made of light gases rather than solids. Does that mean if we crashed into this planet in space, we just
we'd get right through it?
I don't know. It might
disintegrate our bodies.
It says it's the second lightest planet ever found. Does it say what the first lightest planet ever found is?
Your mom.
It's like a reverse insult.
This is definitely the space effect I need to use.
Yeah, that's good. That would make sense, I think. The planet was confirmed last year, but it took extra time and work to determine its consistency based on observations by ground telescopes. It's thought to consist mostly of hydrogen and helium, so it's like a cotton candy density if you ever come crashing into that planet. Now you know, friend. I'm not sure if you're happy for the wait or not, but I want to talk about this real quick before we hear
What makes
dispatch.
it all stay together? Like what?
I don't know.
What's
Jesus.
keeping the
world's a weird place, Sealand.
What gravity force is keeping all that hydrogen and helium in there?
The thing that gets me
There's
more
no
so
gravity.
is that people on planet Earth with telescopes looked at this cotton candy planet and determined that it was the density of it. Like you look at another planet, you could tell the density through a telescope. That's pretty crazy that you can do that. I believe them. They seem to know what they're talking about. I'm not going to question them on space. I'm not a space guy at all. Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, the big fight that is coming up soon. People are now making fun of Mike Tyson. It said Mike Tyson posted up with some Mickey Mouse gloves because the gloves that he's going to be wearing for this boxing match against Jake Paul are comically large. They're 14-ounce gloves rather than 10-ounce gloves that you use standard in boxing matches. But they've changed a lot about the fight. They've made it an actual regulation fight. They made it more rounds. There's 8 2-minute rounds now. And maybe they'll go back on this too. But I think Tyson might be a bit opposed to it. There's too big of an age gap here. This is too much.
I'm excited.
Time. It's going to be July 20th, Cowboys Stadium, live on Netflix. Damn, Netflix is deep into the live world, are they not? They're getting good at this stuff. Some big productions to tune into Netflix and watch something live, like the Tom Brady roast. You know, is a big one. And now here we go, another one just a couple months later with Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. Who's going to win this thing? Let us know. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. And we'll get to those. I see you. I see all your names. We want to hear your voice coming up next. Gave you 2 points there, Sealand. Use whichever one you want and have fun.
I'm not fully laughing at you. I'm laughing at you, but I also got a text that says, hold on, where is it? Because I have to do it verbatim. I don't want to alarm you, but I cut my finger, so I'm probably dying.
Okay.
You're going to get alarmed by that every time, I think.
It's not a...
Is there a photo of the damage done?
Yeah.
What do we look at?
Oh, my God.
That's
boy.
nothing.
Yeah, come on. That's not pleasant.
Deep.
That's a
not
bad
pleasant.
spot.
It's
That's
not
a
a great
bad spot.
Yeah.
You know what?
Right.
I got to tell you, when I was single and a long, long time ago.
We laughed at that.
Well,
that was super rude.
Well, she was inspired by a picture of my wife's finger.
Well, it's the thing that there was something to say that you have someone to tell that to. Because I was cleaning something, it was broken, I cut my finger and it was deep. And I was like, I don't know what to do with myself because I know it's very deep right now, but every time I look at it, I'm about to pass out. And if I pass out, nobody knows that I've passed out because it's a weekend. And it's not like I could not show up to work and people would be alarmed. It was a whole thing.
Oh, my God.
So I ended up not going to the hospital. And now I have a terrible scar and a great story to tell you here on the show.
Wait, what'd you cut it on? What'd you say you cut it on?
Broken mason jar.
Oh, man, that'll do it. Those are thick,
You could still see it, too. I mean, I for sure was very close to getting stitches, but instead I just sent out 4 pictures to nurse practitioner friends of mine.
It's good to have those in the Rolodex.
But now I have a girlfriend to send it to. Yay.
There you go.
Send her the slits.
All right. Oh, wait. What now? All right.
Hello?
Quick break on that note. And there's something that's making a triumphant return. 5 years gone, it's back once again. Plus, a couple heads to the emergency room. They had sex while doing something pretty unbelievable. What was it? It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733. Authorities are clearing up an accident causing delays and blocking the right lane on I-4 westbound between Lake Mary Boulevard and State Road 434. You could expect your regular delays on I-4 before Champions Gate between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. And there's delays on the Greenway southbound between John Young Parkway and Osceola Parkway. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
That mortgage guy, Don, has a beautiful website, thatmortgageguyDon.com, and it's the place to go for all your business and residential loans. Do you want to build or expand your business? That Mortgage Guy Don can help with commercial loans. Need a loan to buy a franchise? ThatMortgageGuyDon.com is the place to start. If you have a high interest rate SBA loan at 9, 10, 11%, if you qualify and have paid on time for the past 2 years, Don can refinance your SBA loan to an 8.25% fixed rate. Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote today by going to ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Wayne Newton, Mr. Las Vegas, live June 2nd inside Hard Rock Event Center at Seminole Hard Rock, Tampa. Unlike any show Mr. Las Vegas has done before. Hear never-before-told stories of one of the most celebrated entertainers of all time, as well as singing crowd favorites and playing an assortment of instruments he has perfected over the years. On sale now at HardRockTampa.com or Ticketmaster.com. Wayne Newton, live, Seminole Hard Rock, Tampa.
Hey there, homeowners. Russ Rollins here. Are you tired of staring at a cold, unused pool? It's time to make a change. Spring is the perfect time to add solar heat to your pool and enjoy it year-round. Solar Source customers, they enjoy family time, nighttime pool parties, movie nights, birthdays, and even low-impact workouts. Don't let your pool be a monthly expense with no enjoyment. Schedule a free consultation from solarsource.com/monsters. Remember, friends of Russ Rollins save even more money.
Let's watch TV.
What do you want to watch?
Big Bang.
It's one of my all-time favorites.
It's Big May on CW18.
Every night at 7 o'clock.
Bang, bang. And it doesn't get any bigger than the Big Bang.
Sounds like a party.
Did someone say party? Party's my middle name.
Let the good times roll.
Are you having fun?
Oh, yeah, this is it.
The Big Bang Theory. Weeknights at 7, 7:30, and 11. Part of Big May on CW18.
Still funny.
I know! From sunrise to sunset, West 2 News on CW18 has you covered. Mornings from 7 to 10, start your day with Central Florida's most accurate forecast from First Warning meteorologist Kelly Ann Klass.
You'll always have a clear view of what's ahead.
Then tonight at 10, get caught up and know what's happening now with Stuart, Michelle, Tony, and Darren.
It's all in a day's work, and our work never stops.
AM or PM, West 2 News on CW18 has you covered.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win a dream home makeover. Up for grabs are a bathroom remodel, flooring, solar, roofing, and large appliances. Register now for your chance to win $10,000 towards a new roof from Universal Roof and Contracting. There are 5 different contests with each category offering its own unique benefits for improving your home to create the perfect living space. Get more details and enter at realradio.fm/contest.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just 1 dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
16th Minute of Fame is the new weekly podcast hosted by me, Jamie Loftus. And every week, we take a closer look at an internet character of the day. Bean Dad, The Dress, 30 to 50 feral hogs. If you knew what any of those were, you spend too much time online. And I do too. Who are they? What made them notorious? Why did the internet choose them? And what does a person do when they get more attention than the human psyche can handle? Listen to 16th Minute of Fame on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search 16th Minute of Fame.
GMC Sierra trucks in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, bank, B-A-N-K, bank. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Radio, 104.1.
A safe haven of sorts for all of the 95%ers.
Appreciate you, and that's why we're here for you, to bring you through the day. And if in some strange circumstance you need a little more of us in your life, all you have to do is go over to thenewsjunkie.com, because I know maybe you listen to a little bit on the way to work, or the way from home from work, or maybe you get an hour here or there, and then you are going to clean the house and you want to listen to something else. You can always ask your smart speaker to play the latest episode of the News Junkie podcast. I'm pretty sure that'll work, right?
Hey, smart speaker.
But can I try that? What's the one in the studio? Is it called
I feel
Echo?
like we'll get into some sort of Inception mode.
I thought
Hey,
it was.
Echo, what time is it?
It's 2:26 p.m.
All right, here we go. Here's the test now.
Sexy
Ready?
man voice.
Hey, Echo, play the latest episode of the News Junkie podcast.
Here's the news.
Nah,
Okay,
it's not-
perfect.
no. Hey, Echo, stop. All right.
From the Washington
No,
Post.
hey, Echo, stop. All right, it's out of
You
line.
don't have to say hey.
Hey, it's Martine.
Okay.
So today we have a special
Hey,
episode
Echo,
for you.
stop.
Just echo stop.
Oh, I don't have to say hey?
No.
that's the Siri thing. And they don't even have that anymore.
Not a thing? What if I do it this way? Here, I got a trick.
Okay.
Echo, play the latest episode of the News Junkie on iHeartRadio.
Getting the News Junkie from iHeartRadio.
That's right.
Here's the latest episode.
Yeah.
We finally did it.
Okay,
round 2. Name something that's...
All right, we get rid of that. Okay, so we know how to do it now. We learned a lesson today together, and we figured it out. So you can also do that, and you can get the podcast, all the different links to iHeartRadio at thenewsjunkie.com. Did that stop, or is it still like doing its own thing?
See, no doubt.
Oh, yep. Echo, stop! I got to shut
Oh my
that
God,
thing up.
next commercial. You walk out.
They're all going?
I'm just going to tell Echo to do all the things.
That's why I changed it to that, because maybe we'll be less likely to send everybody's speakers spiraling, but you could definitely listen that way.
I wish you could do custom ones. Like, they only have, like, 3 or 4 you could
Like
choose
computer?
from. One of them's computer, which sounds like you're in Star Trek.
Right.
And so I have multiple devices, and I've had to, because of the way my house is shaped, have different names for all of them. And still, I could be in my kitchen and my room's like, sorry, don't understand what you're saying. Stupid.
It gets it wrong so often. And now I've recognized this, that Celine pointed out one time. It goes to the Alexa answers so often. Like that is the well from which they try to pull information. And it's not good. It's not good, resourceful content that they're pulling from. It's, I think it needs to be better. And the Chat GPT demonstration was just like, if you give Alexa a D-, I think that Chat GPT voice assistant is like an A+. It's really good. Sure. It's really very impressive.
I'm starting to see the Google stuff now.
I've seen more of those too. Yeah. And I've seen like, when you look at our podcast stats, we have so many people who listen to this show via podcast.
And thank you.
Yeah, millions every year and millions of people who listen to this show that way. And that's great. And a stunning number of them listen on the Google speaker. I looked into some of the numbers on that. It's like, okay, you guys are out there. We don't care how you listen to the show. People often ask that too. Like, what's the best way for me to listen that you guys will get the most credit for? Who cares? Then just listen.
That one guy who just downloads them and then birds it onto a CD.
Old school. That's how you do things. 5 years they didn't do it, and now it's back.
Get the camera off of me. That bad joke.
The Victoria's Secret iconic fashion show is back. They killed it off in 2018. It's going to make its comeback later this year. They said that's a significant milestone.
A different one, is it not?
Is it different?
They're like reshaping it.
All right, let me see what they say here.
Like docu-series.
It says canceled in 2019. Victoria's Secret has since undergone a transformation to regain relevance with a wider audience. This includes overhauling its image and featuring
they're making it for fat chicks now?
Okay, Jesus Christ, Elaine.
Yes, in some elements.
Plus size.
I think there's a lot.
They said wider audience.
I would guess there's some of this where it's like there's a certain amount of, if you add plus sizes and stuff and feature plus size models, like it's a good thing. But sometimes if your brand just fully runs in that direction and all of a sudden all the models you see are plus size, that seems like it might turn off some of the women who are trying to purchase this stuff. I wonder why they're redoing this, because they said
include everybody. I mean, the truth of the matter is it goes to everybody. I mean,
what?
There's a lot. Yeah, the plus size is a big percentage. All the sizes.
I don't think so. I think what is the definition of plus size? Is it like is there a certain size
where you're going?
Past it, you get to that? Because I wonder what percentage of their clientele is somebody that you would consider a plus size woman
when given the option.
I don't know the answer to that. I know there's plenty of companies out there that now target those communities, and there's a ton of that going on. But they may be tapping into their roots here.
I used to think every once in a while we'll talk about like conspiracies that we actually believe in, and one of mine that I think like I thought was probably a thing was that Urban Outfitters did not carry anything over an XL because they didn't want fat people wearing their clothes.
Oh, is that true or no?
I don't know, but I always just thought that because I could never find when I was bigger at times when I was bigger, like now. Could never find Urban Outfitter stuff that fit me well.
Well, I know for a fact they do have stuff that's smaller for sure. Like, because I went in there maybe a couple of years ago, and I remember like acknowledging that, like, there's no 2Xs in here for sure.
And then I also like remember walking in there like I could find this shirt because you've included the holes at Goodwill for $2 and you're selling it for $45.
Or the jeans that have the urine spot already in the crotch, which sold out. As soon as they launched them.
I just make my own.
Maybe we're missing the mark on our merch. We should do that. Pre-soiled shirts and jeans from the News Junkie.
Or just a plain shirt.
$5,000 a piece. That's what we're going to do. A couple is in the ER.
It's a weird party that we have to throw for ourselves where we soil them all.
We're not doing this together. We're going to do this in the privacy of our own residences, all right?
That's fun.
This is from TLC's show, Sex Sent Me to the ER, which is still going on for some reason, because people keep going to the ER after having sex, I would imagine. There is a couple that said they had to go to the emergency room after doing it while skydiving, which is an aggressive move right there. They said they were adrenaline junkies, and they said that they decided to give this a try. they went skydiving, and it didn't work out as well as they wanted it to. They said in a recreation of their stunt, they took advantage of them wearing baggy shorts to hook up in the middle of the air before they noticed that they were far closer to the ground than they assumed. And they said they were too busy focusing on the lovemaking portion of things than focusing on the pulling of the ripcord for your parachute, which is kind of important. So they hit the ground very hard. The most hilarious thing in the world to me.
Climaxed at the same time.
He hit face first on the ground and broke his nose, which reminds me of, what's her name, in King of the Hill, Peggy Hill.
Mm-hmm.
On one of the episodes, Peggy Hill goes skydiving and her chute doesn't open. And it ends brutally with Peggy Hill just like arms out, like a snow angel, full speed into the ground. Full speed right into the ground. And this guy must have done that because he broke his nose when he landed after this. My father, for those of you who are newer to the show, he went skydiving one time. My father, when he tried to do anything that was for adrenaline junkies, failed miserably. He was good at some things, not at this kind of stuff. For instance, he went to do one of those things where you go in the NASCAR and you get to drive around the track. And there was some sort of incident that they had where he hurt himself during that.
Oh.
And then he went skydiving and on landing broke both of his legs. The skydiving instructor repeatedly told him, do not stick your legs out. Do not pull your legs in. Pull your legs in. My father wanted his feet to be back down on earth so bad that he stuck them out all the way and broke both of his legs.
Where did he break them? Like, was it full cast?
Yes,
sticking
full
out?
cast waist down. Yeah, full cast from the waist down.
Man.
He broke in on his thighs. I don't know what that's called right there, but
Femur?
your femur. Yeah, maybe those ones right there. Big bones. Busted them as he went to try to land, and of course he paid for the video still of the skydiving trip.
Tell me you have that.
I do. I think. Yeah, I think I have that somewhere, and I would have thought after crashing and injuring yourself, you might not get the recording of your skydive. But,
they'll give you the video because they know, thanks to that waiver, you're not suing them.
Yeah, he didn't do anything about it. He said it was his fault, completely his fault, but he was up in bed for a long time.
You don't admit fault.
When you do that, I guess you just you can't even move for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks.
My little sister went snowboarding for the first time since we were children and was like, let's do the half pipe, obviously. And also broke her leg. And
that's a little aggressive, the half pipe. I'm not experienced enough to attempt that, thankfully.
Good. Bunny Hill all day.
Yeah, I'm going to go on the most childish run that they possibly have and not feel bad about it at all.
Move over, punks.
I don't want to hurt myself anymore. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, friends, we are going to do the following. The final dispatches. The stories that have not made the cut.
Yeah. Okay.
And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Thursday.
Stories that have not made the cut.
Stories that didn't make the cut. That's how I say it, right?
Yeah.
Started the show on a weird foot and ending the show on a weird foot. All that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends. Real Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Thursday forecast for Central Florida. And for today, we're expecting a much calmer, quieter, and hotter day across Central Florida. Planned for an afternoon high in Orlando of 92 degrees. We'll continue to heat up with the help of sunshine, but for this weekend, we'll be dodging some hit-and-miss showers and storms for Saturday, along with afternoon highs in the mid-90s. By Sunday, better storm chances arrive. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Nasal Guard. People who suffer from allergies use Nasal Guard to prevent them. Nasal Guard's innovative gel and spray products protect you from all airborne allergens, no matter what the forecast holds. Visit Amazon, Walmart, or NasalGuard.com today. Breathe better this spring. NasalGuard.com.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Did you know that your largest investment asset might not be your retirement account or home? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. Most people don't realize that their life insurance policy is actually an asset they can sell. But for almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. We've even created a free policy value calculator at abacuspays.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy is as important as knowing the value of your home, your equity portfolio, or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information you need to understand the current market value for your life insurance, and then get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Visit abacuspays.com to learn more and use our free policy value calculator today.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, "Navage is the best thing I bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing." Or this one, "I use Navage every night, could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats, and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better," unquote. Those are 2 of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
iHeartRadio Earth is here with little tips for a healthier planet. When dining out or shopping at the grocery store, ask for sustainable seafood. By choosing sustainable seafood, you can help reduce overfishing, bycatch, loss of top predators, illegal fishing, and other harmful environmental impacts. Brought to you by iHeartRadio Earth and the National Environmental Education Foundation. To find more tips for smarter, sustainable living, or to take action in your own community, go to iHeartRadio.com/Earth.
Are you bogged down with constant sneezing, watery eyes, and congestion? Do you get sinus headaches and infections? No one should have to suffer season after season. And thanks to Aspire Allergy and Sinus, treating your allergies is easier than you think. With personalized treatment plans tailored to your needs and budget, you can say goodbye to allergy and sinus issues for good. Book your appointment today at AspireAllergy.com. Aspire Allergy and Sinus, where relief is just around the corner. AspireAllergy.com.
Enjoying the news junkie? You've probably heard a ton of injury attorney commercials, but if you are injured and need a lawyer, who's the right lawyer for you? That's why we offer our 30-day risk-free trial. If you are not 100% satisfied with the way we treat you in your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com. Go to JustCallMo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando Attorney.
Some say Memorial Day is the unofficial start of summer, but I say this is. Lighting up Kingsford Original Charcoal on the grill with family and friends is a summer ritual, and there's no better time than Memorial Day weekend. Whether it's burgers, veggies, or some chicken drumsticks, Kingsford Original gives you that authentic wood-fired barbecue flavor that means summer is finally here. So good. Kingsford Original Charcoal, America's grilling expert. Kingsford.com.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code MOVE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code MOVE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code MOVE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Batteries Plus offers a wide array of battery and lighting solutions, along with key fob programming and expert phone repair, with locally owned stores in your neighborhood as well as commercial accounts to power your business. Power on with Batteries Plus. Visit one of their 700 plus locations today.
Because the newspapers don't come with cliff notes or potentially offensive accents.
Stories that didn't make the cut. And today we're going to wrap everything up for a Thursday. And thank you for hanging out with us today. We always appreciate you. Tell a friend about the show and the station that you're listening to it on, or just go catch up with the podcast over at thenewsjunkie.com. Either way, we appreciate it.
Yeah,
Caitlin, before the final dispatches, Caitlin Clark's WNBA debut was very recently. I said 2.1 million people tuned in, which was a viewership record for the league's history across ESPN platforms. The Indiana Fever at Connecticut Sun season opener was the most watched WNBA game on ESPN platforms ever. The game scored 2.1 million viewers across ESPN2, ESPN Plus, and Disney Plus, surpassing the Phoenix Mercury in Connecticut, which peaked, it doesn't say how many people watched that, but the game peaked at 2.3 million viewers at one point in time. So the audience that liked her in college, at least for now, at the beginning of her WNBA career, seems to be tuning in to see what's up. Can they make that last? That's the big question. You have to keep the excitement up around somebody like her. It's a big name in the basketball world, women's basketball for sure.
Do either of you remember, without looking it up, the name of the WNBA team in Orlando, Florida?
Oh,
Do I? That was the Sparkle. Orlando Sparkles.
Snowballs.
Was it like Magic
Snowballs.
related?
I don't know. She said Sparkles. He didn't give her any crap for that.
Like Magic related? Was it Magic related? Can you give us a hint, please?
Some people would say that it's Magic related,
grow up
although
in
some people
Orlando.
would say it's heresy to say that this would be Magic.
The
I don't know.
Orlando Witches.
No.
Okay.
The Orlando Miracle.
I mean, that's not that great. Witches would have been kind of cool. I would have liked that theme. I feel like
ironic considering that it would have taken a miracle to keep that franchise going.
It didn't last long, did it? It wasn't around for too long, was it?
They were relocated to Uncasville, Connecticut.
Uncasville? I'm sorry to everybody listening in Uncasville, Connecticut.
I'll tell you what is popping off here in Orlando is the Valkyries, which is the professional women's volleyball team.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That is starting to become a big thing. And from what I understand, I've yet to go to a game, unfortunately, but on the to-do list, it's supposed to be like high action, badassery, and
really?
Not something
wait, are
you're
we talking
typically
about
used to.
Indoor volleyball or beach volleyball?
Indoor.
I think it's indoor.
Okay.
Over at UCF.
Indoor, as far as I'm aware from my very, very limited experience with it, tends to have more people on the team, right? Like the team is a lot of different people. Sports! Whereas like beach volleyball is usually only a couple of people. And
Sometimes 3.
Yeah.
But
you face off.
I do
But
believe
like indoor is like a
volleyball.
lot.
Yeah, you have like 3 in the back, 2 in the front, your setters, spikers.
Never been good at that. Never had the skills.
I played for a little bit.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. It was a good time, and then I got introduced to you two.
What?
You two?
ruined your volleyball career?
You, C-Lane, and Sean.
Is that what happened here? We like if it wasn't
I played
for
a lot
us,
in college. I was very active in college.
we made you not active.
Yeah. There's like you could have said we should meet over at the volleyball court, but instead you said Finn Henry's.
Yeah, that's not true. So
the Uncasville team is the Connecticut Sun, which beat Caitlin Clark's team.
No way. Is it
Full
really?
circle.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Good for them, I guess, right? I don't know. Depending on who you like. I don't want to piss anybody off. Let's go to your final dispatches. Here's Banana Potato talking about Victoria's Secret.
Howdy, junkies.
Hey.
I was just going to weigh in on the Victoria's Secret show coming back. It's not the inclusion of sizing that I think they should be kind of marketing toward. Like, yes, of course, that's great. Not everybody's a 00. Actually, most people that shop at Victoria's Secret are not a 00.
Same.
But what they really should include are older age groups, because a lot of the demographic I feel like that shop at Victoria's Secret are 40 plus.
Yeah.
Because Victoria's Secret was the hot, thing back in like the 2000s.
Yeah, right now it's probably like Fenty or something, right? I get what you're saying. They're missing their audience mark a little bit, and I don't know. People just get wrapped up in things. I always think what's best to do is to look at who your actual market is, who's your demographic, who are your people, and advertise to them. And if that's a bunch of heavy-set people, overweight people, fat people, then go that direction. If it's a bunch of older people, go that direction. I think for years it was just Victoria's Secret sexy. That's what they were trying to go for. They were trying to say everything you see is going to be these beautiful Victoria's Secret angels. Company was run by a dude. I think it might still be run by a dude. I'm not sure. That was one of the biggest secrets. But that's the smartest thing, is just to find out who your audience is and speak to them in a way that makes
the first dude
it
it was run
money.
by, sold it for very low, and then they blew up, and he jumped off a bridge.
Oh, did he really?
Mm-hmm.
God, it's brutal. All right, one more. I didn't even do the song. I let myself down.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
These are the final dispatches, but Sean will probably only play one.
I'll play two today. I was legitimately only going to play one until I thought about the song. So if you're doing it to me here, here's John the Exterminator.
Yeah, throw that piece of ass behind bars for the rest of his life. I mean, he's got multiple DUIs. So obviously he's shown to everybody that, he's never going to learn his lesson. He does not care about people. And now he's gone and killed 8 people so far. Who knows if that number goes back or goes up anymore. And yeah, he's just a menace to society. So yeah, just take him out of society altogether. Throw him, don't give him parole. Don't give him anything.
No tears over this guy. Nobody seems to care. MFQ says, and what's the average TNJ listener? We know our demographic. Please. People 25 to 54 is what we go after. Men and women between 25 and 54. And we try to get the kids when we can. But that took us a really long time to get number one.
Now we are seeing the fruits of our labor.
Hopefully. We got to keep our focus in here so that we keep the Child Alliance together, and they all keep listening to the show.
All right,
thanks, kids. All right.
Thanks.
We're going to talk about SpongeBob on Monday.
No, we're not.
No, that's not even cool with those kids anymore.
No, it's like no cap. We're going to really just not be sus and
never sus. Yeah.
And put it on the flip down.
That's the
flip
tagline.
down.
On the flip down, never
See,
sus.
like, you didn't say anything, all right?
Catch you on the flippity flop.
Let's do the stories that didn't make the cut. And U.S. brothers, according to the BBC, arrested for stealing $25 million in crypto in just 12 seconds. It took them 12 seconds to take that money. A Florida gym teacher who allegedly encouraged students to fight has been fired, according to the school board.
Aww.
And that's going to have to do it for today. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Thursday, May 16th, 2024. Today I learned this character. Batman. That's right. Batman is correct. Adam West, old school Batman. Diddle-a-diddle-a-diddle-a-diddle, that Batman. According to co-star Burt Ward, Adam West had a lot of sex while they were making the movies. At one point, he was with 8 women at the same time. He said that he was introduced by
diddling.
Yeah. Is that just by his account? Because that's the beauty of being that old.
Well, it says he was introduced by Adam West to the wildest sexual debauchery, and they became like sexual vampires. Wow.
So they kissed in the mouth one time.
Congratulations, folks.
Maybe.
Today I learned Joyce Vincent was a 38-year-old woman who died in her London apartment while watching TV. Her body wasn't discovered until 3 years later when officials arrived to repossess the apartment for unpaid rent. So 3 years had passed.
Wowza.
Finally, Taylor and this band.
Smashing Pumpkins.
That's right. The Smashing Pumpkins went on tour in 1998 for the Adore Tour. They promised to give 100% of ticket sales to charities, and they did. They made $2.8 million on the tour and gave it to some great charities in the meantime. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it.
Don't like money, do you, Smashing Pumpkins? Stupid.
You monster. This is for good causes. All right, we're back tomorrow, same time, same place. Missed any of the show? Get the podcast at thenewsjunkie.com.